All right, guys, well, here we are at the opening of Spezi 2025. The crowd is assembled, ready to enter the venue in about, how many more seconds? 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Trey, you want to get a look at the crowd here? Here we go. We're expecting thousands of people here. Everyone's very excited. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spezi. All right, Trey, how do we head on inside with these good folks and see what's going on in there? All right. Here we go. Good job. And they're announcing the opening of Spezi here. And here we go. Let the interviews begin. We are back with my buddy Leo from Alligt, and he is going to show us a number of his interesting products that he works on. Yep. Leo, so good to see you again, pal.
Hello.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
So we start with maybe the bread and butter of your products are wheels, yes?
Yeah.
What do you have in the way of wheels that you've been working on?
I have two types of wheels, full plastic wheels and hybrid wheels. I started with full plastic wheels, and they are not monkey-proof for commercial use.
Okay.
So people told me that make cargo bikes with it, and then you see that it doesn't work for anybody. Therefore, I came up with another idea and make more hybrid wheels. So the elastic plastic side.
Yeah,
inside,
let's see. Let's show us.
then you have a kind of a spider form inside, who is flexible. And then I have an aluminium rim, and I put with 2 screws for each spoke.
You have this, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, it's also black. That said, then you don't see the connection good. But this is an aluminium rim and the plastic spider put together with screws. So it is a lot more work, but it is almost 100% monkey-proof. There are always people who can demolish everything, but people who have experienced my full plastic wheel and took down this wheel, they say it is more than 5 times better, but that is because they have it only a year and they cannot confirm that it is, we don't know the future of those wheels.
So it'll take a little more time to determine how long it will last. But so very interesting. And these wheels then are mostly for cargo bike use.
They are kind of heavy wheels for cargo bikes, not for Velomobiles.
Yeah, nobody's going to race a Velomobile with this.
Nobody will.
But cargo bikes, which are huge here in Europe and getting bigger in the States as well. So, all right, very good. What else should we talk about?
We can talk about the mud guard for this kind of wheels.
All right, so Leo, here's the mud guard you were talking about. Tell us about it.
This is a mud guard for a hollow wheel, and then you have the disc brake of the other side.
So here's where you want to show. Yeah.
Of the mud, and I also have this in the small version. I cut down the ring off. That is more for Velomobiles, Velo cars. There you have something. It is closed. If you look to the Alleweder, and then the small version. And the hope is that then you enlarge the lifetime of the disc from the disc brake.
All righty, so here's another interesting product, Leo, a hood for a Velomobile?
Yeah, a uniform hat for Velomobiles. It takes away the sun and the rain, and it gives you some protection, and you can put it on a lot of types of Velomobiles. It's not high-end, it's just functional, and it works. What I always do is that you can look under the glass, so that you never have fog, rain on it, always a good sight.
Mm-hmm. And because you have the opening.
Yeah, then you have an opening. And if you want to sit out of the wind you get in your wind, you can have an extra small part in front, and that tips over the wind.
To bring the rain up and over.
Yeah.
All right, Leo, so we also have some molded seats here that you have?
Injection molded seats. Always the same material a nylon with a lot of glass fibers in it. This is my own seat. I have that for more than 10 years. This is good for a more laying position. If you go to a more seating position, then it's too short on the front side.
And what, a Velomobile? What is this for?
This is more, for Velomobiles. Yeah. This is for the Alleweder. That is the standard seat of the Alleweder.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And this is, I am a dealer of the Podbike seat. That is longer at the front side. So if you're seating more straight up, then you have more comfort. So then I have two products way out of each other. Yeah, and you should not lay here, and then you get this in the underside of your legs.
Yeah, let's turn this a little bit so they see that as well. All right, so something you have been doing for a long time are these idler rollers. So tell us about what you do with those.
Yeah, those are normal idlers for Velomobiles where you need to get the chain under your seat or whatever you want to do with your chain in different sizes. What I always do, what I do is, not I, but my suppliers, put the bearings in the machine and then injected the plastic, also plastic with glass fiber, around the bearings. So you have one part economical to make. Yeah, that's what I do.
So injection molding and is a big part, but there's something else that I know you've been working on that you told me about a minute ago that's really interesting that you haven't got into yet. Something about roto molding, yes?
Yes.
What do you have in mind? What's coming up?
What I want to do is a roto molding velo car, because it's heavy. That's why I call it more a velo car and not a velomobile. There's not a good definition for it, but I think I position it as a velo car, then people know it's not for racing. And I like to have the body from one piece, double-sided roto molding, plastic is that, and the shape is something what I experience what is for me a good shape. That is the closest to the old Sunrider. And because you choose for another type of producing it, you have to make a lot of other decisions. And I came with that idea, say a year ago. That was the start. I started, say, 1.5 years ago to produce together with Katanga and David the Alleweder, and that does go so well, but that is a kit. And you have to spend, say, 30 hours, or people have to spend 30 hours, need, say good technical skills. Tenminste, if you don't have technical skills, you won't manage it.
It won't work, yeah.
So, and I thought, we spent a lot of time and effort on the body. Can I make that body more efficient? And then I came up with the roto molding. So it's not to replace the aluminium kit. It is just something else. And it is less labor intensive.
Right.
If I succeed, it's a process. Now my process is to get the drawings okay, together with the drawer, and I make small things I can show you if you want. Yeah.
So here are some of the design implements that you have.
This is design and measurements studies for me. Here you see, the things what I need to see if I am satisfied with the basic form, and then I can communicate this shape with my drawer, so that the outer shape will be okay, and that I know that I fit in it. And here you see some wheels and a seat. That's the seat somewhere between my seat and the Podbike seat. Right. Straight up.
Fit,
and the seat should be integrated in the body.
Okay.
So long people have the small people, then you pull your pedals to you. Okay. And if you are very small, or you don't fit in it, or you put an extra seat before the seat who is for free. The back of the shape is the seat,
Oh, okay.
but you can always put
Something in front.
something in
To
front
shorten, yeah.
for short people, and then you have extra luggage. But here you see something. It is
Hold that up and turn it slowly so folks can see.
so this is from a kind of a weak material. That's rotomolding. It's weak material, but if you have the design hopefully good enough, then you can have a stiff body who is very good for cycling, especially with a pedal generator in front.
Oh, yes.
So this is designed as a four-wheeler and with a pedal generator. When by a pedal generator, you don't have the chain tensions and you put your chain somewhere. That's always difficult and whatever it is.
Yeah, let's bring the folks up to date. We talked last year a little bit about pedal generators. So this is a system where you pedal, but there's no chain connected to the wheels. The energy goes directly to a battery. It's motorized, and with software, they simulate the feel of having a chain and such. So it's an up and coming technology that is really interesting. So that's what you would implement here. And the roto molding process. There's a rotovelo that they do in Australia. This is it, and this is a garbage can kind of plastic that's very durable. But instead of having an aluminum frame, like you say, this will have structure to it. Yes, with the plastic. That's the idea.
Yeah. If the plastic is in a shape and double walled, then you can have more strength out of it. And of course, you need some metal flanges to connect the studs for the front wheel.
Yeah.
But in general, I think this is good enough. I make here over the knees also a structural part from the plastic.
Yeah.
That you can have here a stable point for the hinge.
Yeah. Do you see?
For a big cover.
Yeah, that's excellent. And as far as the rotomolding process, you would not do that yourself,
No,
but there are people in
I have a
the Netherlands.
half hour driving from me who did a lot of things by it, and they are also a little bit enthusiastic about cycling. So I think they will manage together with me to get in the process.
Yeah.
Because if I have the drawings, then you need a mold. And if you have the mold, you can make your first rotomolding thing, but likely the first is not good enough for what I want. So then the last process is starting. Perhaps you have a big bin of wasted materials, but then your knowledge grow. You change material, you change thickness, you change whatever needed. And the energy balance, because where the mold is more heat than other places, there the growing of the plastic is faster and thicker.
Okay.
So if needed, you can go in a very difficult process and say the top of the bill, perhaps over 10 years, that's not where, is a robot who can turn it whatever you will, and also the same process, and electric heated, so with spirals on the mold, so that you can control.
You can finely control where you want thick, thin, and such.
Yeah, within reasonable reasons, but that is the big process over years, and I will first stop where I can have a reasonable Velo car body.
Leo, so interesting. So we'll be keeping our eyes on this because it seems like a really interesting project. Well, Leo, thank you for taking the time to show the Laidback Bike Report about all that Alligt is doing right now. And thank you so much for sponsoring the Laidback Bike Report here at Spezi. So always a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Keep on the good work.
Thank you.
I like to see your videos.
Well, we're going to make this one and you'll see it.
Okay,
so, thank you, Leo.
Thank you.
All right, so that is Hans Agala, guys. This is the AZUB booth here at Spezi 2025. Hansa, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Right, so Hans is going to tell us a little bit about this trike. It was like under wraps during last fall, and now it's been revealed something to do with the motor. What is this?
So it is our new Bosch motor. So we started to offer the Bosch motors basically instead of the Bros ones. So Bosch motor, the Performance CX, which is the top model from Bosch, the German manufacturer. We offer it in standard with 800 watt-hours battery, which is on the other side. Then there are all the different options for gearing and accessories and so on. We like the motor. It's for the US customers, it's the class 1, so 250 watts, no throttle, 20 miles per hour in the US. And then for Europeans, it's the common pedelec, so again 250 watts, 25 kilometers per hour, no throttle as well. However, the maximum power the motor gives is 600 watts, so that's a way different number. It has 85 Newton meters. What we like on the Bosch is that it has all different features that you can add to it, or you have in standard. For example, you can have an app from Bosch, Flow app, where you can, change different parameters. You can also plan your route and then it automatically change the level of assistance, so it preserves the battery all the way to the destination. So it won't happen that you end up 3 miles from home with zero battery, we have also a dual battery system available. You can have a roll-off with electronic shifting together with Bosch, which is nice. There is a wireless charger for your phone and bracket available for it. So all those nice features that you cannot basically get with any other motor.
Yeah, great combination. And the configurability of the Bosch now, that's kind of new for them because they were kind of known for not being able to do too many different things with. But now, yeah?
Yes, in a certain way they moved it a little bit. It's now called the smart system, so it's really smart. In their way, they say that out of the motors we have done as much as we could, and now we will follow... or we will focus on improving the not electronic but digital part of it. So when you connect the phone to it, it will add functions, like we know from some electric cars and so on.
Right.
It's getting better over the time.
That's good. Yeah, the improvements are coming right along.
So that is the major change. I think in CycleCon last year we also showed our new graphics and all that. So we are improving on it. Our Dream City has now all the correct logos and colors and so on.
And if I'm not mistaken, you guys have some sort of event coming up this fall, right? To commemorate something. What is that?
Okay, so we thank you for remembering me. We are celebrating 25 years of AZUB. So there is going to be a recumbent rally in Uherský Brod at the beginning of September. So you can find the information on our webpage. And I think it would be good also to point out that Matt Galat, Gyro Nation Matt, is going for a van and trike tour in the US, starting I think even May 2nd or 3rd, visiting different events and our dealers. So if you want to ride, if you are from the US and you want to meet him and ride with him, you will have a big opportunity this year because he will be basically touring all around US and visiting dealers, riding with people, which will be nice, I guess.
Matt's got a tricked out van that is just unbelievable. So if you have a chance to ride with him and see his van, you'll be astounded by what he's put together there. So he's a great guy to talk to and ride with. So that's great to see that he's promoting AZUB and getting around the US a little bit this year.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we've run out of things to say, as remarkable as that is. Hansa, always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Of course. See ya. Guys, We're still outside here at Spezi with a really cool looking new car bike. A C-Bike is the name of the company.
C-Bike. C-Bike is the short form from cabin bike.
Okay, and that is Olaf. Olaf, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Gary.
Okay, so Olaf is going to tell us about this interesting new concept car bike that he has been working on here. So they make electric car, small electric cars version, but we're interested in the pedal version of this. Can you tell us a little bit how this came about? Where did this all come from?
Yes, the idea is to take small electric cars and to make a downgrade so that we can certificate them as a pedelec. And we have to put some pedals inside. There is no throttle or something else. You have to drive it by pedaling, and then with a different motor, with a different steering and different accus, or batteries, it's possible to certificate them as a pedelec.
Nice. So I'm just thinking this through, this pedal system that you go back and forth, as opposed to the rotation.
Yes.
You don't have room for that. Is that the issue?
Yes.
So you make that's really interesting.
Yes.
So now you have a flat bottom.
Yes.
You just need to go back and forth there. Interesting. Well, we're going to show you what that looks like here in just a minute. But can we maybe should go around to the one that's implemented? We'll take a look at the car outside and in. Okay. All right, Olaf. So we have that pedal system implemented in this small car here.
Yes.
Would you mind stepping inside maybe and giving us a tour of all the features? So.
This is this model we call Mini 4 because it got 4 wheels. We also have the Mini 3, the red one we saw. We need to have pedals, and we don't have much space in this room, so it's easier to implementate a generator which only goes by a step function, like a stepper. And this is the way I drive the car. Until 6 kilometers an hour in Germany, you may drive by a throttle, or for going backward or something, we can use this. And if I want to go faster than 6 kilometers until 25 kilometers per hour, I use the step function.
Very nice. Okay, and the steering mechanism. Tell us a little about that.
And steering is like a bike. You have the brakes, you have a bike, and you have the instruments for backward, for lights, for you have turns, left, right, and this is the.
Okay, so I know a lot of this is still in development. So what do you think about when this might be available?
I hope at the end of the year. But with new companies, you are not sure what will come next.
Of course.
This is the smallest ones, the Mini. And if you are a bigger person or you need more space or more comfortable cars, it's like this. This is called Family 3.
Can I sit back here?
Yes, yes.
Why don't I do that? I'm going to put the mic forward.
I took models with big doors, so it's possible that you go inside without.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's. What I want you to, and then Trey, you can come around. So, okay. So, Olaf. So this is the larger version. You can tell me about that again. But I think it's important for folks to understand that you will implement the pedal system in this larger as well. So, tell me about the features of this larger version, and then how you will implement the pedals.
This model also has a steering where I have all in my hands. The brake we will put also here, so I have 2 brakes, the front and the backward brakes, and here is the pedal system. You will implement the pedal system. And the 3-wheel models are you can drive very, I don't know anything.
It's a very short turning circle. Yeah.
Yes, but they are a little bit like, they are not so stable as a 4-wheel model. It depends on the client if they want more stability or more
maneuverability. Yeah. And tell me about the suspension. The suspension here,
yes, you have a normal suspension with an old spring. Yes, with springs.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
The biggest model is the 4-wheeler.
All right, hang on. Let me come on. I will. Yes, we'll follow you. All right. Oh wow, that is much bigger.
Yes.
Okay, let's.
This is 2.60 m in the length, but it's a little bit difficult for parking to the Querparken in German. This one is only 2.20 m, so it's easier to park. If the cars go like this, I can park like this. But you have a lot of space. It's a little bit wider. You can go with 2 adults in the back, and you have more space. And also with a pedal system, which is at the moment not installed here, but this is our job to do this and to certificate as a bike. Okay. If you want to sit to look what a great person.
Sure.
All
right, let me. I mean, this is a very comfortable car-like seat. It's just a very small car kind of feel to it.
Yes, with electric systems for the windows, with a camera for the backward, with closing doors automatically with a key. And this is the much comfortable model we.
Are the electric cars available now, or that also is coming?
We are just it's at the beginning. I think at the end of the year we hope we can produce it in the first series.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that sounds great. Let's stand over here, maybe in front of the system, and come on over here. So Olaf, then this is actually the pedal system, right? That is implemented now, and yeah.
All the heavy cargo bikes, like the other turns, were driven by a generator who produces the electricity for battery, and also the steering signal for the engine to drive. And normally it's like a pedaling,
like a bicycle,
like a bicycle, and we made it only for a step version. So you can put it like this.
So is this a pedal generating system?
Yes.
It's like the Cixi idea.
Yes, like the Cixi idea, but modified not to a pedal, only to make a step move.
Right.
Because you need less space for the feet, and in the cars it's more complicated to integrate a big pedaling system.
That's really interesting. So because we saw the Cixi system earlier, so the whole pedal generating thing is really becoming an important force now in the technological improvements of the.
One big advance is that you can pedal only with 1 foot. And it's for all persons who have a handicap.
Yes.
It's easy. It's possible to use only one leg, for example.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. So I think that's it. Olaf, thank you for showing all the beautiful stuff here you have at Specbike, and we wish you a lot of luck. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Don't kill me.
No guarantees. How you doing so far?
Great.
All right, guys. This is the GoLo. This is like a cargo mover, but it's got the Cixi pedal generator system in it, which is amazing. It feels very natural, Trey. All right, let's get the turn. How's that turn feel? You all right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So yeah, pedaling feels very natural. And then if we pedal backwards, it regenerates energy back into the battery.
I think you already feel that you have a chain with automatic shifting.
This is the simulation is very good. Big turn. All right. So yeah, let's explain the pedal generator idea again. We pedal, but the pedals put energy into the battery. There is no direct connection to the wheels. So the electric motor is moving us along, but there's no chain. Pretty amazing. All right, we're about to finish the indoor part of the track here at Spezi, and we're going to be heading outdoors.
The bench on the back, and they can do they can work with it with the municipality, the city employee. They can use it for. Try to go backward inside.
Oh yeah, on our show a lot about the pedal generators, which is an interesting technology. but I've never ridden it until just now. And
What do you think about
the
it?
software is fantastic because the simulation, it feels like I'm on a
pedaling
chain,
on a bike with a chain.
which is remarkable because it's just putting energy in the battery, but it's
But also you also put energy into it through the generator.
and
What
the
you put as mechanical power
Yes.
is
so the generator's creating
Yeah,
electricity,
yeah.
but so it goes to the motor and to the battery.
No,
directly to the motor.
actually it goes to the motor.
Just goes to the motor.
Yeah, because you know it's a e-assist, so there's always assist from the battery. So
Okay.
all your energy you produce goes to the motor, and from the battery there it's adding depending on the.
Or if I stop pedaling,
If you stop pedaling,
then it just slows down. The motor's not getting the energy. So I'm just trying to
Yeah.
think this through.
Yeah.
So.
Because if you're pedaling, it's best for the motor to stop anyway.
yeah, you have to think as it is a chain with an e-assist. It's more or less, but then the your energy to the rear is then not with a chain, but it's also electric. But the energy flow is kind of the same.
Okay.
So you put the energy to the rear wheels, and the battery is adding energy depending on if you put it in 1 or in 5. In 5,
If
the
it
battery is
needs
adding
it,
more.
then yeah,
And in
okay.
1, the battery is
So
adding less.
yeah. It's really
And
remarkable.
in theory, you could also have a position that you set it on 0 and you pedal and it's standing still and you charge the battery. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But in,
Right, right,
in theory, it's possible.
So let me ask this: what other products are you looking to put the pedal generator into?
Into all kind of bike.
So right, so yeah,
Pedelec, yeah, cargo bike for sure. And Trikes also, or another one over there.
okay,
And also medium cargo bike.
all kinds of cargo or
Yeah,
passenger. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's the strength of the
Actually,
project.
same kind of bikes where you put a chain with e-assist on now.
Yeah. Because the system is, you just have to put a wire and a chain. It's super nice to integrate into complex frame like the GoLo or Trike. When you have long chainring, just replace everything with a cable. It's much easier.
So simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
for us. So that one is with a chain. This one is, but there are 4 chains there, 4 chain tensioners, 2 rollers, a gear hub, a differential, axles, sprockets. So there's much more technical.
Compare the complexity of
Yeah.
this,
Yeah,
which
so-
you know you're going to have mechanical problems sooner or later.
Yeah, that also, but also assembly. You know, that takes hours to assemble, and that takes maybe an hour to assemble. So, but there's a lot of difference in assembly time for that one and that one.
Right.
And still we made the chain there so that it lasts long and survives long with almost zero maintenance. But still, this is better and it's easier. You don't have to shift gears.
Yeah.
It's also a big benefit. You can go backwards.
Reverse is super nice on a vehicle like this.
It's so weird for me to feel that, but it's
You get used to it very quickly,
Right.
and then it's weird to go back on a normal bike when you don't have it.
so the regeneration aspect of this,
Yeah.
is it decent? Is there a significant amount of
you can
energy?
really brake with it.
Yeah.
You can almost brake to standstill. If you have like emergency brake to do, it's better to use the disc brake.
Yeah.
But if you anticipate your braking, you can totally do everything.
Yeah, and you
with,
almost do not need the disc brake.
yeah.
So also the disc brake doesn't wear so
Just
much.
an emergency brake.
Well, so
We never change the brake pads. Like it's been 1 year and a half. We have a GoLo in Cixi rolling every day with a lot of kilo, and we just check the brake pads and they're like new.
yeah, because you don't use it.
But well, you can go out to Bros. We have a bike where you can see the generator here on the GoLo. It's under.
Yeah, right. Just so that we could see
Yeah,
something.
we
Do you
can-
have something
yeah.
over by where the test track
Yeah.
over there? Can we do that?
Yeah.
We're going to take a little deeper look into the pedal generator system from Cixi. I have 2 gentlemen here with the company. So introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Theo. I'm an electronic engineer. I'm working at Cixi since 2 years.
Okay, and
I'm a mechanical engineer and I work on the integration with the client of the pedaling interface, the press of Cixi.
okay, and you have a name?
Amaury.
Okay, so we just rode the GoLo, yes, with the Cixi system, and we wanted it. You couldn't really see the system, but we have a bike here that we can. So Trey, why don't you take a look, and I'll talk here. So yeah, so tell us maybe about the history and development of the system, if you could.
Yeah. So at the origin of the Cixi company, the idea was to develop a small electric car, but a pedaling car, a car that you control by pedaling. You can see it on this flyer. And for this car, we needed a pedal generator because we want to pedal very fast, but at cadence reasonable. So the idea of the generator comes from this project. And then 3 to 5 years ago, we realized that the pairs could be also a huge impact on a huge interest for pedelec and cargo bikes. So we start working on a dedicated project for e-bikes, and that's the result of this project. So this is a PERS, Pedaling Energy Recovery System. So it's a generator on which you pedal, and it transforms your mechanical power into electricity, and it sends a command to the propulsion motor of the vehicle. So here you have mid-drive unit, but no transmission, no mechanical transmission, only wire, and you have a hub motor in the rear wheel. You have a battery, it's a pedelec, classic pedelec, and just harness between both of these components. So at Cixi, we design and we manufacture the drive unit, the mid-drive unit, and for the rest of the components, the screen, the battery, the motor, we source them from other companies, we buy them off the shelf, and we build complete kits with the HMI, this battery, motor, everything harness. So bike manufacturer can buy this kit and just put them on the bike and sell them.
Nice.
So you don't have to manage all the electric configuration, part matching works. We do it for them. Mm-hmm. So we have several configurations. This one is for pedelec, classic bike. And we have here a version for light cargo with a stronger motor, a bigger battery. And then we have a cargo kit, so that's the one you use on the GoLo, with 2 strong motor and an even bigger battery.
Okay. Now, did you have to deal with a lot of regulation in the EU, for instance?
Because we are pedelec, we must comply with the same. And actually, we will demonstrate it this year at the Eurobike, the battery-less system. So we are working on it. We will remove the battery from the bike. We can still pedal on it.
Right. It still works. So I guess we'll finish up with the reception that you have. I see people riding with this all over here at Spezi. Yeah. Everyone seems very excited, and so the feedback is good.
Yeah, it's super good. Yeah. People feel the haptic very natural. That's the goal, actually. We want people to quickly forget they don't have chain and feel like home on a normal bike. And from the feedback we had, we're pretty close to it.
So you're optimistic then about the future of this product and where you guys are going. It sounds very promising.
Yeah. For cargo, the adoption will be pretty quick, I think, because there is a real advantage technically. And for pedelec, it may take a bit longer for the people to test it and get in the head that is the real advantages. But I think in a few years we will see a lot of it in the street.
Very nice. All right, so if people want to learn more about this, they can
go to Cixi.
Go to Cixi. Yeah, so they hit your website.
Yeah.
We'll link that in the description below on the video, though.
You can, I think, pre-order the first bikes that we equipped with Chainless, which are by the GoLo, and another cargo bike. So there is like flyer, QR code. You can go to pre-order the first chainless equipped cargo bike in the market.
All right. Hey, Troy?
Maybe
we could probably make that work. All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing the information with us. And we wish you a lot of luck. It's a great product.
Thank you.
So thanks. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Good luck. Thank you. We're outdoors here now at Spezi. There's some booths outside, and I'm here with my pal Thomas from HASE. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Gary. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
It's so nice to see you as well. So the Catfiesel 1 right in front of us here is what the talk of the town is now. Yeah. So if you would, let's start from the beginning and tell us how this differs from the previous Catfiesels.
Yeah. So we call it now the Catweasel 1. We all know the previous Catweasel and the Lepus. And we now have one bike that covers mostly everything and is a substitute for the Lepus and the Catweasel as well. It's a complete redesigned bike. It drives and behaves just like the common, well-known Catweasel, but is now much more adjustable, also in the height or in the length. So we can cover a lot more clients than the Catweasel could. So they had to choose between Catweasel or Lepus, and now we have one bike.
Because it's so adjustable in size, it covers everything.
We can have a look at that soon.
Yeah.
So the suspension, the drivetrain, that's a McPherson system. That's well known from automobile industry. It's easier, less parts, and at the same time works even better than the old suspension. Nice. So it's very sensitive now, so even cobblestones or so.
So show us how the suspension looks. How can you give us an example?
So, we have two suspensions here. That's steel feather and the foam. We can adjust so that is nice. We have the tool always on board.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you carry your own tools.
Yes, yeah. And that's always on the bike.
Okay.
So that's nice. And we can simply adjust the preload here.
All right.
So from I would say from 40 kilos to 130 or so. So very adjustable and very sensitive.
Good.
So
and then let's take a look. Guys, we're going to put you to work.
Yeah.
See, a lot of absorption there. Yeah. Okay.
Good. We have a carton joint inside here. Yeah. To equal the movement. Mm-hmm. And we have little I don't know the English words to put the grease in. These little nipples, you know.
Fittings.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So everywhere where we have a joint or a bearing, we have this. To maintain it. So very easy to maintain as well. Yeah, and the big advantage now is the adjustability. We had before like 3 sizes of adjustments, right. Like small, middle, and large for different customers. And now we have the adjustment from very short to very long.
Okay.
If you want, I can.
Yeah, let's have a look. You ready to go, aren't you, Trey? Yeah.
It's quite easy. So we have one frame clamp here. I can open it, and when I screw more, it even spreads the frame to make the adjustment easier. And this is the steering rod. Of course, this we have to open as well. So it's only these 2 screws. And then, then I can go and shorten it all the way down. Yeah. And the second thing that we can adjust is the seat height. So this is the low seat position. This is a high seat position. So we have 2 positions. And with the flat and like this, we should be able to put it in a car, in the back of a car, to take it with us. Yeah.
Very easy.
That is very easy, very fast. That's adjustability.
So availability, this is already available. People are.
Yeah. We started to deliver like last year after Eurobike, like in September or so. Yeah. And we have a high demand. So now we have to improve production. So the delivery times are a bit long now, but
these are good. These are good problems to have.
That is a good problem. Yeah, good. Yeah, but we're working on shorter delivery times as well now. Yeah. So we now also the engines. We now also have the Bosch CX motor, but still also Shimano, like the EP801 Cargo or the EP6. Then, yeah.
Good.
In the future. Yeah, and different gearings. whatever you want.
Right. All kinds of customizations as
Yes.
you guys always offer.
Yeah.
All right. So, Thomas, thank you so much for showing us the Cat
Yeah.
Diesel 1. Very
you.
interesting, and we
Yeah.
wish you luck.
Yeah,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it. Okay.
Thanks.
So, guys, we're here at the Hopper booth at Spezi with Sebastian. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's nice to meet you. So, we're going to learn a little bit more about this light electric vehicle behind me. And, Sebastian, if you could tell us a little bit about the history of the Hopper, the concept, the company.
Yeah. Actually, we're a startup from Hamburg, so from the north of Germany. We're producing there ourselves. We started about 4 years ago with the concept of the Hopper and are now, like a couple of months ago, started into serious production. So we're kind of there now to really go into serious production. Brought our first serious vehicles here to have test rides. And happy to present them.
Very nice. So, taking a quick overview, we'll talk about the technical details and features. So, it's a trike, yes? So, it's a rear steered trike, yeah?
Yes, it's a rear steered trike. It's a bicycle, actually. So it's going up to 25 kilometers per hour. You have to pedal to go forward. It has the 250 watts that are the limit for a bike in Europe. So it's all you need to go on the bike lane, to go without a driver's license, do everything as you do it with a classic two-wheeled bicycle.
And where are we in terms of production and sales? Is it a prototype? Are you already selling? What's the projection there?
We're already selling. You can order it. We're in serious production, so we're building it. But we just started serious production, and we have kind of a waiting list at the moment. So we need to, produce those that are already ordered first, and then next are coming.
Sounds good. All right, let's take a closer look at the Hopper then. All right.
Yeah, sure.
So we're here now with Martin from Hopper. And Martin, thank you for helping us out today.
No problem.
All right. So Martin's going to, I think, step inside maybe and show us some of the features of the Hopper. Maybe I'm going to hop around the other side with the microphone. So step on in. And that way we can hear you. And then there's the camera, so you can show us how this all works.
All right. So actually, we invented the Hopper. It's an e-bike, obviously. But the focus is to attract car drivers to drive on the bicycle lane. Basically, in Germany, it's quite a big problem with traffic jams and so on. So the whole Hopper is concepted to attract more or less car drivers. So we have a steering wheel, of course, right? We have a nice seat to adjust. You can even adjust all the features. You can also adjust the backrest and so on. You have the brakes, yeah.
Yeah, this is different. So this is an unusual.
So this is also a safety feature because you also have to brake in the curve. So this way, there's no problem to always come to a full stop. It doesn't matter in which situation you are. You have a handbrake here, obviously, and basically it's quite easy to understand. If you pedal to the front, you go forward. Yeah. If you pedal backward, you go backward, right? And so actually, what you can do is you can choose the mode you would like to drive. As higher you go, it's getting more sportier. And obviously, because you have like a cabin e-bike, you have all the features like indicators and for also the service, you have like warning signals and so on. What's special also is that you have windshield heater in the winter, so you can defrost it. Also, you can enclose the Hopper if it's rainy, so you have also kind of a cozy atmosphere in the inside. And actually, yeah, this is our solution to bring. To introduce like some kind of year-round vehicle for all of customers, right? Or that have like short to medium distance destinations, right? Yeah, and nice. Actually now is like one more thing.
Yeah.
What's like?
Yeah, hang on, it's me. Go ahead.
So it is made for the city more or less, right? So what you want to do in the city, you want to take another person, right? So it's quite easy to get another person driving with you. Or like two children's also kind of a possibility. And you have a big trunk, right? If you want to go shopping, some groceries or something, you have a trunk for...
There's access. Okay, hold on. Let me come around here. All right.
So you have a trunk for 2 crates of beer on top of each other, right? It's a very good Hamburg beer.
You recommend this?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And I'm not getting any paid for this. But yeah, actually, it's quite big enough to get 2 crates of beer. But of course, normally you get 1 crate of water, for example, and you have some kind of grocery bags. So everything you need for like a 2 or 3 or 4 person household, right? Yes. Yeah, and that's basically it. You have this flexibility to get fast around the city because you get past the traffic jams and so on. You can go grocery shopping, you can close the trunk, and you can take a second person. So what else do you need if you're in a dense populated city?
And you turn this?
You turn it, and then you close it. Yes. One of the big problems in at least German cities, very tight, old city centers, quite dense, also some just narrow streets. So that's a problem to get with a hopper. And this is the reason why we invented like this rear steering with 90 degrees angle, right? So even with very tight corners and so on, you will get anywhere, right? This is one of the biggest features. If you look at other velo bikes, they're not getting around the corners. And the biggest obstacle, like the biggest challenge for a cabin e-bike is, of course, the infrastructure.
And so the steering is on a chain, yeah?
It's a chain, yes, it's a chain steering more or less. It's very robust. It's from the aerospace industry more or less, yeah. So the whole vehicle is quite constructed in the way that it's very durable, right? So we have no chain in between the pedal and the wheel, and everything is made of like high quality materials.
Wait.
Yeah.
So the drive system.
Yeah.
Maybe you should explain this further. Is this a pedal generator system?
Yes, actually, it's a drive-by-wire more or less. You just pedal and it's producing electrical engine energy. It goes directly to the motor.
Is it Cixi, or is it another system? Do you know?
It's Mando. Yeah. So we have like 3 big generator producers, right? This is one of them, and it's quite good because you have a very instant feeling when you get started, right? And it feels very natural.
Yeah, I tried one for the first time today. We've been talking about them for a while. I tried the GoLo, and it's fascinating. With software, they simulate the feel of a connected pedal to the wheel, but it's not really connected. It's amazing.
Yes, also we have some kind of gyroscope in it. So if you go uphill, you have an even higher resistance, right? So you get a better feeling of the road itself, right?
That's amazing. Well, Martin, thank you so much for showing us around the hopper. Fascinating, beautifully refined looking vehicle.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, pal.
Yes.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You okay, Lisa?
I'm doing good. Thanks, Gary. All right.
Like a glove.
Yes, I like this openness.
But you don't hit a sign. Give it a whirl. Yeah, you can press this. And then engage brake and then pedal. Yeah.
Ready?
Good luck.
Ready. Woo-hoo. All right.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Don't forget to write.
Okay.
Oh, look at him sliding across.
What do you think, Lisa?
I like it.
Finish video. Oh, big time. That's, it's like it's on ice. No. Woo.
Good job.
You guys, how was it?
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
Well, folks, we are back with our good pal Heiko from HP Velotechnik. Heiko, hello. It's so good to see you again.
Nice to see you. Yes. Hope you had a good trip here.
Thank you. We did. Now, a little update on the Delta TX first, yes?
Yes, actually we had only minor improvements on some models to make it more comfortable. So there's no big news this year. But I mean, it's some very neat features like with the Delta TX, we have this foldable stand now, which grants easy entry. See, it's a lot of room, and you just sit down, put it back, and then it's laid-back bike experience.
And you're on your way.
Maximum comfort, yes, on the way. I will show you through our lineup, talk about HP Velotechnik in general.
All right, so let's go take a look at some other stuff.
Yes, and the guy can finally ride this one on the test track.
Right. All right. What guy? Where is he?
I think we chased him away.
All right, we'll find the guy and be back soon.
Welcome to the booth of HP Velotechnik at the Spezi in Lauchringen. We're in our 32nd year now. So I think we are 1 year older than the Spezi itself, than the Spezi show.
Right.
We are at the Spezi since the very beginning. And so it's always a pleasure to be here.
It just so happens that HP Velotechnik has sponsored the Laidback Bike Report again this year. Thank you so much, Heiko.
Yes, of course.
Daniel and Paul, I mean, you guys always support us, and it's very much appreciated.
Yes, I mean, it's very important for you to be here because you're spreading the word in the States. And so it's very important for us to, not only for us, for all the exhibitors, that you can cover the show here for all the guys which are not able to come here in person.
All right, Heiko. We don't get a chance to talk enough about two-wheelers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And too many people think HP Velotechnik, they think Trikes. Of course, it makes sense. But you have made two-wheelers amazing machines for quite a while. Tell us what you have here.
Yes. So I wanted to start with the two-wheelers this time, while most of the recumbent market, meanwhile, is Trikes. The two-wheelers are still my passion because it's still the feeling of cycling, the feeling of balancing. I know many people have balance problems, and of course they ride Trikes, and this is a good thing. But everybody who wants a sporty, light, and very comfortable ride should definitely put attention to the two-wheelers. Actually, HP Velotechnik started with two-wheelers in 1993. So the first bike Paul and Daniel made was sold to one of the teachers when they still were in school. And this is the base on which HP Velotechnik was built up. And I mean, it's an amazing experience. We're standing in front of our speed machine S pedelec. We have 3 two-wheeler models, the Grasshopper FX, which is foldable, and the Street Machine, which was the first, so Street Machine GTE, and the Speed Machine, which is also available as an S pedelec. I think we were the only major brand doing a legal two-wheel S pedelec. One of the special things of our two-wheelers, which was also adapted to our Trikes, or some of our Trike series, is of course suspension. HP Velotechnik was a pioneer in full suspension recumbent bikes. So the Speed Machine, despite the name, is not a race bike in the sense, but is a very fast, comfortable sports tourer, I would say. So if you want to combine speed, and this is not your only wish, speed and comfort and the capability to travel. You see this the Speed Machine S pedelec has a lowrider rack in addition to the regular rack, so you can put 4 Outtakes bags, 4 big panniers on the bike.
So now we are going to talk about Trikes and the flagship Trike, the Scorpion. Yes.
Yes.
Tell us what's up with this.
Yes. Actually, we're talking about the Scorpion FS26, which is our most popular model, I'd say. We talked about suspension already. The FS stands for full suspension, or if you want, foldable and suspension. So the Scorpion Trikes are mostly foldable. They are mostly full suspended. We have 2 models which are only rear suspended. But of course, people choose a trike for comfort, and this means full suspension. And so we see the same trike here 3 times.
We just been photobombed by the actual owner of HP Velotechnik. Hey, Paul. There he is. That's a good photobomb there. Yeah, go ahead. Suspension.
Yes.
Now, apparently, we will suspend your boss for getting in the shot. No, go ahead.
You will get suspended after that show, so on the side, the nice matte orange model is the basic Scorpion FS26, which is our top seller. Here we see it with as an e-assist variant with a Shimano Steps motor system. It's got some accessories, so we think that a good recumbent trike or a recumbent trike that fits to your needs is mostly dependent on the accessories which are available or the options which are available. And we have a typical everyday spec here with fenders, mudguards, a rear rack for panniers. This one has the Ergomesh Premium seat. No, it's a regular seat. The Ergomesh Premium seat is here. So this is the basic mesh seat, which was improved, I think, 3 years ago with extra cushions to adapt it to your body. As I said, they are available in different sizes and different heights. So you can very much change the character of a model depending on the accessories or options you choose. You see this one has a rear mirror, it has handrests, and it has an air shock damper. This is very important with the S-Pedelec, which we see as a variant here in the middle. This one is not a bike anymore. This is a small motor vehicle. Mm-hmm. So under motor vehicle legislation, while bikes with e-assist to 25 kilometers per hour are still bikes legally. This one is not a bike anymore.
Yeah, EU regulations, right, make it a separate category. Yeah,
and so it's like a motorcycle. Another child from the Scorpion FS26 family is the Scorpion FS26 Enduro. Also not new. I think we built Enduros since 10 years or even more. But people very much like it. You have knobby tires, you have a different gearing, you have a different crankset. But the basic is still the Scorpion FS26. Of course, if you like off-road, go for the Enduro. If you need an everyday trike, go for or everyday and touring trike, go for the regulars FS26. If you're commuting and want to go over 20 kilometers, 20 miles to go to work, choose the S-Pedelec.
S-Pedelec.
Yes.
Sounds good. A couple specialty Scorpions now. What is this about?
Yes, we were talking about areas of use, and I mentioned commuting, I mentioned everyday use, touring, and everything. But of course, a very important segment of the market is ability and accessibility.
Accessibility, yeah.
And of course, we're in this segment, active in this segment as well. Not only with special models, you see Scorpion Plus models here, which have a higher seating position. They are a bit broader to be still stable, despite the high seating position, which could make it unstable. So it has a bit broader track. the crossbow here in the frame is a bit shifted to the rear, closer to the seat, and to allow easier entry. And of course, it's not only the models, but again the accessories which are available. We see a stand-up aid here. So if you want to take a seat, you can grip on here and just have a firm grip to sit down. We again have handrests. This time, if you're paralyzed on the
strap,
on the left side, you can fix your handrest in here very easily. Of course, not on both sides because then you're trapped.
Pedals?
Yes, pedals. We have different special pedals. So this is with a calf brace for just bigger handicaps. So if you're weak in the knee as well, or don't have any power in the foot, this gives maximum support. We have some lighter special pedals where you only have the foot plate or only some clamps to fix the foot. So it's very important always to have good advice from a dealer. And our dealers are trained. Our dealers are informed about our products. So to find the best trike, if you go to a shop or buy a trike, you want to find the best trike. And the best trike is not the trike which is recommended by anybody. The best trike is the trike which fits best to your needs.
And how about the other trike we see here, the hands-on cycle? For hand cycles, you've got an adaptation for that as well.
The hands-on cycle module is now available for Scorpion Plus models as well, because of course the Scorpion Plus series is our ability series, and the hands-on cycle is an ability accessory. And yes, it was just logically to combine them, to marry them. And on the hands-on cycle, you see the clamp on the frame. We also change it and to be able to move the boom more forward than before. So this is also a new detail, which of course is not making the headlines of the big magazines, but it's very important for the users.
Right.
So
the refinement that you guys do, that's what it's about. The constant refinement to make the product so usable. The Delta TX, right? So we learned a little bit about one of the features where you opened up the cockpit, so it's easy access, but there's a lot more to it. Tell us what else.
Actually, we're looking at the latest child in the HP Velotechnik lineup, where some people say we broke up our philosophy because we were known for tadpole trikes, but actually we were not like, we're building tadpole trikes and tadpole trikes are the best, and nothing is better than a tadpole trike. Our philosophy is mobility for all, and for some people a trike with two wheels in the back might be better than a tadpole trike. So we said we can build that, and in HP Velotechnik quality, with HP Velotechnik features, and with the HP Velotechnik engineering. For instance, usually you would build a trike like this with a differential in the end, in the back. We said no, a differential is heavy. You have to maintain it, and there must be an easier way. We implemented two freewheel. We call twin freewheel technology. So the power of the motor goes to the wheel with the traction. It's very light. You don't have to maintain it, so it's very robust. It's simple. So sometimes it's good to keep things simple. Different from the one we saw before with the folding stem. This one is the most basic configuration with a Bafang motor. The nice thing about the Bafang motor is that we can offer a throttle. So only by pushing the throttle, this trike will roll by itself up to 6 kilometers per hour, I think, which is very nice for people would need. You see, our tempo trikes, especially the sporty ones, are not for everybody. And so this is for people who like comfort, who like a high seating position, who like the feeling to have a handlebar in front, a cockpit, and so they have the advantage to be able to choose a motor with a throttle.
And the old beloved gecko. Tell us about what's up with the geckos.
Yes, we talked about suspension. You won't find it in a gecko.
No.
We talked about different seats. You won't find it in a gecko.
No seats, yeah.
But you will find a lot of good things in a gecko as well. Of course, it's an HP trike. The gecko family actually started with very quickly folding and very small folding trikes. So our boss Paul himself, he's not riding a fancy Scorpion or anything. He's riding a gecko because he uses it every day. He uses it mostly on paved roads, and so we maybe don't need suspension. Maybe you don't need changing the seats or whatever. Then the geckos are worth a look. Like the Scorpions, the gecko grew to a little family. So the Gecko FX20 with a 20-inch rear wheel was the first one. This is the most compact. It's folding. The seat is part of the frame, so you don't have an extra item to carry. And the seat is securing. And really, I won't fold it now, but believe me, it's very, very easy. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. Then the next member was the FX26, which of course some people like the 26-inch rear wheels, which have advantages and disadvantages in comparison. But they became very popular, as you know. And of course, this was also a logical development to add a 26-inch rear wheel. Then later, first starting with the American market, we had a non-foldable gecko, which has the advantages to be a bit lighter. You don't have a folding hinge, which adds some weight, and it's very robust. So for a while, the Gecko 26, which you see here, was the trike with the highest payload we had. So the small gecko turned out to be very big.
Carried a big load.
Yes, and we liked the concept so much that we also introduced it to other markets, to the German market, European market, and in a bit different configuration, but yes, very nice.
All right, since you mentioned the American market and foreign markets, let's finish up then with the gecko market, your American market. What's up with that these days? Let's talk about that.
Yes, the gecko is very special because we have a US partner who is storing geckos for fast delivery with an attractive price. So we're known to be not the cheapest brand, but the gecko is, I'd say, affordable. And especially for the American market, we make some special offers. It's worth to look at it.
So then if you're an American and you want to look into this, so go to the website, yes, and then you can find the dealers, and then head to the dealers and you'll find out all about the different configs, prices, and all that. So,
yes, of course, we have also a special page for the Gecko US edition. You will hopefully find it.
Perfect. So head to the website. We're going to have that in the description below, so that you can find out more information about HP Velotechnik and find out the best trike for you. So Heiko, one last time, thank you so much for showing us around HP Velotechnik and for supporting us.
Thank you for coming here. I mean, we're always very glad to have you here, because you're my connection to the US and to the rest of the world. So
can't ask for a better endorsement than that. So thanks a lot.
Okay. Bye.
Guys, here we are at the ICE booth with my pal Phil.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I was looking for a hello. That's good.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. And Adrian, how are you?
Yeah, good to see you, Gary.
Nice to see you as well. So, a couple of new things to talk about with the ICE company this year, including this diminutive trike. What do we have, Phil? Right here.
So we have the new ICE Sprint X Pixel. It's a shorter 20-inch trike for shorter riders.
Okay, so this is a concept you guys have been thinking about, a smaller trike, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to expand the number of people that we can get out onto our trikes, enjoying triking, putting more smiles on people's faces as part of our strategy, as you know. And we saw this as an opportunity. Our dealers are asking for it, our customers are asking for it. So we're delighted to be bringing it to the market, showing it at Spezi first time.
Right, so they've been asking ICE, how can we put smiles on shorter people? Yes? This is
exactly that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe they said it in a shorter manner. But so tell me about the features here.
So if you're around sort of 4'6" upwards, this trike will work for you. The benefit of this trike is it's compact. It's ideal if you want to like take it to places, put it in your RV. You know, you have storage problems, things like that. You know, it's very agile. It's lots of fun. It's very responsive, and it's got all the features that sort of our regular Sprint X has, but in a smaller, compact format.
Okay, this one I see rear suspension, yeah,
Yep.
and then the components that you can put on here, just like any other, say, Sprint.
Yeah, absolutely. As always with any ICE trike, fully customizable. We're going to even do it in our custom colors, and we'll bring this to the market later on this year.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you, so a little bit later on this year it'll be available worldwide, yeah?
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Adrian, so very interesting looking innovation here. Hand cycle, what's going on?
Absolutely. This is our Project Hand Cycle, which we plan to bring to the market later on this year. And the reason we're doing this, and Phil will share some of the more details with you in a minute, but the reason we're doing this is, as you know, our purpose is we put a smile on people's faces through inspired cycle engineering, and we want to do that for more people, to make triking more accessible to more people and put more smiles on faces, quite simply as that. So we see a real opportunity. Our dealers have been asking for it, we have customers asking for it, and we have customers already who are using some hand trikes that we've developed in the past. Yeah, we're very, very excited about this new product.
Well, let's take a closer look at it, Phil. Can you give us some of the details? You want to talk about them, and we'll get some close-ups.
Yeah, so we've got, we've been working on this for sort of a while, like Adrian said. So, you know, a lot of our customers and dealers, you know, have asked us about, you know, hand cycles, so we thought we'd have a look at it. So our team have been working on what we called, it's like a duo fold, basically, where the whole front mechanism of the trike conveniently folds out of the way so the rider can easily transfer into the trike. So basically, you have all the benefits of our regular trikes. So you have the customization, you've got the comfort, the stability, but the benefit of obviously being able to use it from your hands. It will be available with electric, or without electric. All the options that are usually available with our traditional range will be available on this, and it will be available for the Adventure HD, Sprint X Tour, and the Full Fat.
Sounds good. You want to give us a little tour of the actual mechanisms here? Yeah. All right, let's have a close look at that.
Okay, so for a rider to easily get in the hand cycle, basically it's a very simple maneuver. So the rider would undo that, and then with this handle here, basically you push that forward out of the way, and the whole front of the hand cycle folds, so the rider can sort of very easily transfer into it. It's a sort of a one-hand operation. At the moment, this is a work in progress, so we will fine-tune and evolve this over time. So we're going through testing at the moment, and so far it's working really well.
That really opens the cockpit up for the accessibility and access, I guess, like you were saying.
Exactly, yeah. So that was one of the biggest things that our dealers, our riders, and also accessible clubs and groups and things like that they've said to us is ease of use of transfer is one of their biggest things. So and to sort of get it back, basically the rider would get into the trike, transfer across, and then you would simply pull this back and then set it in your preferred position, and then you're ready to go.
So, guys, a beautiful gold-colored frame. This seems like it's a special trike. What's the VTX in front of us?
It is a very special trike. Phil will tell you why in a moment, but here we're showcasing one of our custom collection, which we introduced last year. Over 60 bespoke colours, so customers can really have their choice, personalise it to them, along with our whole theme of getting the trike that's absolutely right for you. But this is a very special one. Phil will tell you more.
Okay, it's not just the sparkly paint, gold paint on the frame, Phil. What else?
No, so we're celebrating the new 6 Guinness World Records that Michael Rickey from Utah has done at the end of last year. So he's achieved, great things on our trike, and it just shows the racing credentials of it. We've got other Guinness World Records as well, so we thought we'd celebrate that by creating a nice custom colour. We've got great, sort of features on there as well, with things like the electronic gear shifting, and it just sort of shows, for the rider who really wants perfection, we've got the trike for them.
All right, well, Adrian and Phil, thank you so much for taking the Laidback Bike Report all around the ICE booth here, showing us the latest, some of the really new things that you have on offer, or shortly to be on offer, I guess. So always a pleasure to come and talk with ICE, so thanks.
No problem at all. Nice to meet you again, Gary.
All right, and Adrian.
Great to see you, Gary. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. So back here at the Inventors Lab at Spezi, and we have an interesting innovation right here. What's your name?
I'm Peter Hollebrandsen from the Netherlands.
Peter from the Netherlands. Of course you're 7 feet tall. He's a Dutchman. All right, so you've come up with a kind of a modification to a drum brake that looks very interesting. Tell us about this.
Yeah, right. This is a normal Stomiace drum brake, normally used in a lot of Velomobiles. Normally it's mechanical operated, but I converted it to hydraulic operations. This way it brakes much better and has much finer feel in your brake lever. So I built it 6 years ago already on my bike, and it still works very well until this day. So I thought maybe I bring this to Spezi and see if people are interested in it.
Peter, show us exactly what you've done so that they see.
Right. Yeah. So I took out the mechanical parts here and built in a hydraulic body.
Yeah, hold that up for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, hydraulic body with 2 pistons, which directly push to the brake shoes without any friction. So that creates a much better brake performance and brake feel.
Great, and so hopefully you've had a chance to show this to a number of people already?
Yeah. A lot of people are interested today, from companies as well as private persons. So we're considering to offer a kit to convert a mechanical drum brake to a hydraulic drum brake.
So that's the point, is you'll create a kit for folks to be able to do this for themselves.
In cooperation with the Varenwerker, I use the Varenwerker brake lever. It's a very good lever for this purpose. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, best of luck with the innovation that you have. Great work.
Thank you, Gary.
Okay. We're still here at the Innovators area at Spezi with my buddy David and Samantha. All right, and one of the really interesting innovations is right in front of us. David is no stranger to making innovative bikes of all kinds. Why don't you briefly tell us about your history in the biking world, keeping in mind it needs to be under 3 minutes, and we'll go from there.
I made my first own recumbent at age 15, was wood. Low racer, another at 16, worked at M5 recumbents as a teenager, broke the world speed record at Battle Mountain as a student, went 3 or 4 times.
What university?
TU Delft, all the way. Designed Velotilt for Wim Schermer, didn't work out so well, and then did airborne wind energy engineering work professionally and recumbents as a hobby.
Right. Okay. Which brings us right here.
Yeah.
And Samantha, what do you do as far as this goes? Anything other than support?
Support, mostly.
Right.
Yes.
Holding them up. All right.
Yeah, mental support goes both ways.
Yeah. Well, who couldn't use that? Good. All right. So tell us what the latest thing you've been working on here, David.
The mental support tandem.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You should call it that.
Yeah. It doesn't need to go fast, but we do need to go together.
And comfortable.
Yeah. Respect everybody's wishes. She prefers to not lay all the way back down because it hurts her knees. Let's make it happen. make her more comfortable than a regular saddle because that's just torture, but not all the way laid back. Find a solution, try it out. And that's just this. It's an idea. Make it happen quick and cheap. So every part you see here, except 1 or 2, is recycled scrap.
Wow.
Price to build, I don't know, less than €1,000. The most expensive part is the front half, which is just a second-hand
RaptoBike, yeah.
occasion RaptoBike. And all the wood is recycled. I had a leftover bike that's just leftover bike parts. The saddle is new, the tires are new, the spokes are new.
And the back.
All right, tell me about the front end and the steering, the front wheel drive and steering mechanism. What's this about?
Better to steal something good than to invent something bad.
So it's RaptoBike?
It's RaptoBike.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, yeah, I guess that's it. And this is the complete, you don't have a framed seat in your front for you lay on this?
How many square inches do you need to lay on?
Just for your butt, yeah?
Yeah, well, it's a bit butt support and a bit spine support. It's exactly enough. And very little sweatiness.
So then I've ridden a number of recumbent tandems many years too. So what's really interesting to me is you see the steering for the captain here is a race bike steering as opposed to a bigger, more what I would think of as more controllable front end. But this works just fine, yeah? Controlling the steering with such a small handlebars.
This is what everybody says about every recumbent ever.
Yeah.
This is an M5 thing. If you can make it big or small, you make it small. And of course on a normal bike, this is your torsion arm.
Yes.
But here, this is my torsion arm. I don't do this.
Right.
I do this.
Sideways, yeah.
And doing this or this for this. I ride like this.
Yeah. And then for the stoker in the back, you find it comfortable and fun?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you argue when you're on the tandem as a couple?
Only about the speed.
You're going too fast.
I can't steer, so I have to just watch what happens. That's scary.
Very good.
It's like a continuous thrust fall.
Yes.
It is, absolutely. Yeah, you're in charge. So, all right, David, very interesting as always to see what you're working on and always to talk to you. So I appreciate it. Nice to see you again. Okay, and Samantha, nice to see you too. Okay, so we're here at the Innovation Lab, and what is your name?
Tanguy.
And votre nom?
Denis.
Denis. And so we have an interesting trike here, and it has an unusual way of propulsion. What's this about?
I'm going to introduce just what I understand, and then I let the chief speak about it.
And he could show, yeah.
Yes. Well, the idea is, instead of being slaved to the standard way of propelling yourself with the rotation, this allows you to use the muscles in your legs, in your feet, without having to revolve, because some people can't. For example, either you can do that with one leg, or you can do that with 2 legs, or you can do one speed on one side and another speed on the other side. So it's not only very efficient, but it's going to allow people with difficulties, like handicapped people, old people, or too young people, to be able to propel themselves with the maximum strength they can produce. And that's all I can say, because now he's going to tell you more.
All right, tell us what else, Denis.
Alors,
oui.
Explique-moi comment ça marche.
Alors,
c'est quoi le procédé?
Déjà le principe de base, c'est qu'on libère le mouvement, le free movement.
The movement becomes free.
C'est total. Et, une petite personne, moi, ou une grande personne, il peut aller plus loin, là-bas.
The system allows, because you can change you can change the setting of the pedals.
Okay.
You can adjust to the size, to the age, to the weight of people.
Okay.
So it's not something you won't have this simplicity with a normal pedaling system. With this one, you just have to adjust here, and it's practical. You don't need tools to change the gear and adapt to the person's format. Denis is not my size. I'm here, Denis is there. But in 1 minute, this can change to my height.
Good.
Et puis là, on peut, sur les pédales, donc elles sont indépendantes, et on peut régler, alors avec les gâchettes, en roulant, tout en roulant, on peut régler les vitesses, comme ça, tu vois. Elle monte avec l'écran et
the speeds of the pedals are independent.
Yes.
You can actually adjust, contrary over a normal push bike, you would adjust the speed of the bike. Here, you adjust the speed of each pedal independently, and you may adjust it once you're cycling.
Right.
It's not something that you need to stop for.
So a triker who has difficulty and maybe has different strengths and different legs, this will compensate.
Yeah,
Yes?
exactly. That's what he does.
Yeah. Let me ask a question. This is a custom trike built for this system, yes?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
This is not a normal boom or.
Oh no. The inventor is here.
Yeah. So Denise, you constructed this entire trike.
Yes, it's
just for this purpose, yeah.
Oui.
Rien que pour ça.
Ouais.
C'est dans ce
pour résoudre un problème de.
He had a knee problem.
Oh, this is how it started.
He had a leg problem, and it couldn't. He wanted to be on a bike, but he couldn't.
Okay.
So he just thought, can I build something that will allow me to ride my bike without the standard pedals that don't work?
Right. So now you want to share this concept, right? Do you want to make many and sell them to other people, or is it just a hobby? Yeah. So what's the future?
Pourquoi tu es là? C'est quoi l'avenir? Est-ce que le but c'est de le faire juste pour toi, ou est-ce que tu veux qu'il y en ait partout et que ça serve aux gens sur la planète?
On vend, on est artisan. On vend nos vélos principalement au centre de rééducation pour les handicapés.
Currently, so far, the bikes that they've sold were to not industries, but to local like clinics or hospitals would use them for their people with disabilities. So far, that's what I've been the plan, the drive so far. Donc ça, c'est pour le moment. Après.
Ouais, et ensuite, nous, on voudrait, comment dire, on ne peut plus produire. On nous demande beaucoup, les particuliers nous demandent beaucoup, et on ne peut pas.
He's already to the point that you guys know so well in the States, where the idea is too big for the person, so they need to grow. They need to grow because they got too much demand and they can't produce.
On voudrait rencontrer donc au Spezi.
Un partnership. Ça, tu cherches un partnership.
Ouais, un partenaire.
They're definitely looking for a partnership, industrial level,
pour diffuser, quoi.
in order to be able to have an impact on other countries.
So with this in mind, what's the best way to contact any or this kind of
English.
To use your website or just
You've got the email address here.
Address, my mail.
That's the email.
English, Dutch, French.
Okay.
L'histoire, parce que.
Donc le mieux c'est qu'il t'envoie une courriel, parce que t'as pas vraiment un site en fait.
Non, j'ai pas de site parce que je suis trop little.
Because the company is too small and too young.
So email,
Yeah, it's via email. Email. They don't have the capacity of the website yet.
Explique-lui quelque chose d'important que tu peux lire sur la pancarte. Quelque chose de très important, c'est que la différence entre une utilisation de pédalage rotatif pour le même rendement avec le nôtre, le cardiaque, le rythme cardiaque, il descend de 10 à 20%.
What is found out is that what is found out that, and it's explained here, that for the same person pedaling a standard bike with a rotating system and pedaling with the step, the cardiac rhythm will go down by 10 to 20% for the same result.
So the efficiency that you talked about.
Oh yeah.
That's very nice.
When I met, then he explained to me that not only for the Tour de France were tricycle banned, because a standard tricycle would go much faster than any bike.
Right.
But this goes even faster than a standard tricycle because of the way that it gets the maximum capacity of the translation of the maximum capacity from the muscles to the gear itself. That they took part into the
World Championships.
Yeah, World Championship of recumbent bike. Recumbent bike.
Yeah.
They didn't win that day, but they took part in it.
All right. Well, that's very good. Very interesting. Denise, merci beaucoup. And merci for the translation. I appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you. Okay. So we are in the Inventors Lab section of Spezi, and we're going to take a look at a very interesting looking trike with this gentleman here. What's your name?
My name is Zoltan. I am from Hungary.
Zoltan from Hungary, and you have created this. Can you tell us a little bit about your project?
Yes. So I use for a long time cargo bikes and three-wheel bikes, and I have not only there is a bad experience if you have uneven road, like in Hungary, and many times, then you feel don't safe and uncomfortable because you are feeling you will falling down and the solution is that you can turn and keep a little bit the bike. So this is why this bike
tilts. It tilts.
Yeah, it tilts. And so I was just thinking about how I could solve this problem, and I came to this solution. Is quite simple. And actually this is in a prototype phase. So I just finished the first prototype.
Okay.
I'm testing it, and my plan is to make a serial development and to bring it to the market in 10 years ago or
however long it takes. Very interesting, Zoltan. So can you maybe take us through some of the features of what you have here that you've worked on? Tell us how some of it works.
There is a special suspension system, so the rear arm can moving, but the both sides are connected. So that's why we can tilt, and it makes driving very comfortable and easy. And then, because I want to use it for every day, I decided, also in winter, I decided to build a roof and the windscreen. So if it's raining, we can also use it. And it's recumbent style because of the measurement. If it's a normal bike, it's very, very high. So that's why I used, and I have also a load space, because if I go for work, I have 3-4 packages and a lot of weight. So this is also electric, but only a low capacity. So this is just helping us to drive.
Assisted. So you have a motor, and then do I see solar panels on the roof?
Yes.
All right. So tell us about that.
The idea is you don't have to connect to the net. Because sometimes we have sun, and if you don't go too far, only 20-30 kilometers, then the energy is enough to load the battery. So this is also advantages of this variation of my bike.
Nice. And so I see also the steering mechanism. It's under seat steering,
It's double. It's double. You can take this and this also. It's an interesting story because my plan was only here to build it, but I realized if I start to driving, it's not enough safe, it's uncomfortable. So then I built also the second one, but I was thinking about, okay, then it's maybe better if I hold both, and you can just switch. If you have a long drive with more distance, then you can make it big rim. So this is my idea. It's only the prototype phase. I'm testing it, but I'm motivated and I'm enjoying this work. So I am an engineer who like welding and constructing.
Yeah, well, you've welded and constructed a very interesting prototype, Zoltan.
Every part is made with my hand.
Nice. And so now you have the opportunity to share your idea here with all the folks at Spezi. This is nice for you.
I applied for this lab. I am really happy to be here. And also I met a lot of interesting people. They have the same interest like me. So I am not only the fool man at home. So right. I really like this place.
Right, it's a brotherhood that you found here, yeah?
I really like this place.
Very nice. Well, Zoltan, very nice to meet you, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. There's a poster here too, maybe you can grab that. Take a look in here, guys. This is the iWoody.
So wird der Camper wahrscheinlich in 5 Jahren, weiß ich nicht.
Did you get the iWoody decal there? Folks, we are continuing to look at some other light electric vehicles here at Spezi, and right now it's the Karbike, and we have Gail here with us. Gail, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hello.
Hello. All right, so I would like you to maybe talk about the concept, like where did this idea come from, and then we'll talk about the features. So is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So where did the Karbike come from? Whose idea and that sort of thing?
Okay, so I'm working with Lucas, and he's my associate, and he got the idea when he was driving a bicycle, and it was really rainy in South France. So, and he thought about some protection for the weather on a bike, and then we met. And we thought about the concept and thought that we should add some comfort and some protection for weather and also for the safety of the drivers.
Very nice. All right. So I'm interested in a Karbike. Can you tell me why I should look into the Karbike as my vehicle? What does it do for me?
Yeah, so you can, we have some versions. For example, this one that you can see is for 2 adults or 1 adult with 2 children. Mm-hmm. You can use it really easy. You can open the back seat so that it has
Can we look and can you show us this?
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
that would be the easiest thing. All right, so let's. Okay, hold on. The tray is going to go handheld, and I will just hold the mic, and you can. Yeah. So whatever you want to show us.
When you sit in it, you can move the seat forwards, backwards. You can adjust also here, so that you are really comfortable. Maybe you can lie a little bit more. Okay, that's for the front and for the back.
Mm-hmm.
Here I can move this
Come on over.
this way and also
Folds down.
Yeah, that's it. So that you can, for example.
Why don't you go ahead and take a look at the car? Yeah, he'll take a look at the car. Yeah, look there.
Yeah, you can move many things. Transport many things with it.
Ah, that's nice.
So 2 children, 1 adult, and stuff.
Nice. All right. Can we talk about the steering and the drivetrain? So, it's motorized? So, give us an idea about that. Eh?
Yeah. So it's a Valeo motor. It's automatic, so you don't need to shift. Thank you. And it has also a reverse gang. Yes, to go backwards. It's really easy to drive because it's also like a bike and like a car. You brake like a bike, but you drive like an automatic car.
Very nice. And is the Karbike available for purchase right now? Is it a prototype? What's the situation?
So this one is already a version that we have sold to some people. Mm-hmm. We did 15 of them. And we are preparing a new series of 50 vehicles. Yeah. So, and you can already reserve one of them and get it in September also.
Okay. This fall. Nice. And so if someone is interested in doing that and learning more, you have a website?
Yeah, sure. We have carbikes.com, and you can also find us in LinkedIn, in Facebook, or Instagram. Yes.
Good. And
You
we'll
can see videos also in YouTube.
on YouTube as well. Good. And we'll put the link to your website in the description of our video right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's
Thank
nice
you.
to talk to you.
It was nice too. Thank you.
All right, guys, we are here with my pal Stefan from Katanga. Stefan, so good to see you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you too.
Thank you, pal. All right, so the Velion, something you've been working on for a little while, and a little bit of news on that. Tell us what's up with it.
Yes, we have last year we have tested the first prototype. We have learned from it. We had to solve some things differently. The complete motor part we changed. We also solved small details like the mirrors, the lock, the window opening, the seat fixation. So a lot of things were advanced. And we still continue with homologation for the 45 km/h version.
Mm-hmm.
This is a difficult process, but we are confident that we will reach the goal. But it might take another year. Yeah. So meanwhile, we can already offer the Velion without motor, HP version, for people who like to install themselves a motor. There is some small market for that, and this is already possible to sell.
Makes sense. So that you can get started and move some of them to some of the folks who are interested, and they can install their own motor. That's until you can get the regulations, pass the regulations to get your own motorized version, yeah?
Indeed, that's correct.
So I think maybe this would be a good time for the folks who don't know that much about the Velion, maybe didn't see what we did last year, to give us a little tour and show us what it's all about. Can we do that?
Sure, we can do that.
All right. Talk about the features.
So the basic is that we wanted to create a new type of vehicle. It's somewhere between an electric bicycle and an electric car. So it's a biohybrid, you still pedal, but it's not a bicycle anymore because legally it receives stronger electro assistance. It's much wider also, it's a little heavier, but it's still much lighter as an electrical car.
Okay.
The second thing is that with the experience that we have on production of Velomobiles, of the WOW for instance, we have a lot of production techniques that we master and we use it in this product. So we are able to make lighter products than people coming from the car manufacturing, for instance.
All right, Stefan, let's open it up and have a look.
Okay, so if you know Velomobiles, they are usually very difficult to step in. So this is solved with this door. It's very broad. We had very heavy people testing it here, and they all were very happy that they could finally enter Velomobile.
Right, so to be clear, many of the previous Velomobile solutions for people were very narrow, and people with any kind of broad shoulders could not fit in there. So this is very open and wide, yeah?
Yes. Or people who have a little difficulties. So I will show you how to step in.
Yes.
You can just stay straight and then sit in like this. So it's now set for very big people, so I'm too low. I will close it like this.
Is it comfortable in there?
Very.
Okay.
So we worked on the seats. The seat can be easily moved from position. The height can be easily moved. We installed a roll-off gear hub with a twist shifter. We worked a little bit on the opening on the window. The whole roof can be removed. These are 2 screws, and it can be put in a bag in the trunk. I can show you the trunk too. It's really very spacious.
Okay.
And you have everywhere, you have space, so it's very, very comfortable.
You want to get a shot there of the motor and his feet.
All right.
Nice.
So I get out.
Very easy. All right.
There is a lock. I don't have the key with me, but I can close it. And then it's secure.
Secure. All right.
And to open the trunk, I will show you.
Yeah, for sure.
So It's from the inside.
Okay, there. It's easy.
So here you have access to the very spacey trunk where you can put a lot of stuff.
You could put a large dog in there. I know you.
Yeah.
So.
This I tested already and it works. Yeah.
Okay. You want to get a shot of the flicker. The directional signals are on, yeah? Okay.
So we continue with the R&D for the homologation. I guess we will still have for certain 1 year work with that. But people who are already interested in a version without motor, they can contact me.
Very good. And we'll put the information for the Katanga website down below in the description so people can contact.
Perfect. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. So maybe we'll talk about the WOW next.
Yes.
Let's head on over. This is the venerable WOW. It's been on the market for a long time. Explain it to us and tell us if there's anything new.
Yeah. So the WOW is a Velomobile that was created in 2001. And till today, it offers very specific solutions. Yeah, that's why even after all this time, it's a very modern Velomobile who has fully his place in the market. Not a lot of changes have been done lately on this. Also, for a good reason is that we want to be sure that there are no quality issues with it. That people who buy it can really drive without worries, and also that we are able to always give parts, wear and tear parts to have this in stock and help people out when they need this. Yeah. So and that's the success of the WOW. So I can explain you some specifics of it. First, the opening is quite big, not as big as on Velion, because you have a cover and an opening. Yeah. So a lot of people can enter it, and it fits from people from 1.60 m till 2 meters. So we really had a guy of 2 meters who entered it, and just by adjusting the sitting position and the position of the brackets, he could drive in it. What does change is the size of the nose and the size of the tail, because these are removable parts. Yeah, so we can modify a little bit the bike because these parts are demountable. Another feature of the WOW is that you can mount any type of transmission or any type of motor. Yeah, we can see that on the second WOW, the naked WOW. So here you see the back of the WOW. This is one with rear suspension. We have also hardtail WOWs without rear suspension, so this is also an option that can be selected. And on this rear suspension fits any type of classical bicycle wheel. So here you see a roll-off bicycle wheel, but you can also put a classical with a cassette gearing, or you can put a rear wheel with a rear hub. So everything is possible because it's the same dimensions as a classical bike. Yeah? We can move to the front. So here we are at the front of the WOW without front fairing. You see the access, it's very easy to work on it. And in this bike, you see that we have a mid-drive motor. But you can put there just a classical crankset with double chain wheel or triple chain wheel. You can put a schlumpf there. Also here you have a lot of possibilities.
Good. Talk about the steering.
Yeah, the WOW uses a tank steering. It's very stable, so you can do high speeds with the WOW. Some people have been speeding above 100 km per hour, and they still feel very stable. And one of the reasons is the tank steering. Yeah.
Stefan, the Pony 4 is not only a quad, it's a platform for all sorts of different configurations of this. Tell us what we have here and what's going on with the Pony 4.
Okay, so it's like you mentioned, the Pony 4 can serve a lot of goals. My personal goal when I started with the Pony 4 was to have a bike in which I can transport my dog. Yeah? But this Pony 4, for instance, has a platform to transport children and purchases from the grocery shop. And the sales are going well. Bit by bit, people learn to know the existence of the pony, and when they test ride it, they are convinced. So we are very positive about this bike. Lately, the changes have been on the additions that we offer, the options. So we have here some options that we can see.
Well, you know what, Stefan, before we get into the options, let's take a step back and talk about the features for someone who doesn't know anything about the Pony 4, the suspension, the steering, what it offers, okay?
Good. So what is the Pony 4? The Pony 4 is a four-wheel bike, quad, with all four wheels are suspended. But it's still a very simple and light bicycle, which is really fun to ride. Yeah? The first intention was to offer a very light without motor, but because of the very big possibilities of cargo behind the seat, many people started to take a lot of cargo. Yeah? And with the cargo, we also had to reinforce it with the frame and offer it with e-assist. So today, most of the times, the Pony 4 is sold as an e-bike for a very comfortable seating position because you sit upright. You don't have problems in your hands, in your neck, or in your back. And you can really enjoy the ride. You don't have to look where you ride because you cannot fall. Mm-hmm. So it's a way of living almost, the Pony.
So tell me a little bit about the suspension. So you have carbon fiber. Yeah, tell us.
It's in fact glass fiber with some carbon. And it's a very strong system. We didn't have any problem with this. Maintenance free. Yeah. And because the upper and the lower leaf spring are not the same dimension, you also have some natural damping because they have it doesn't vibrate between them. They have an other frequency because the dimension is different. So it's very simple because at the same time it carries the wheels. You don't need suspension and some swing arms. It's all the same part.
Right. And the rear suspension? You have rear suspension on it? Yeah.
Yes, we have a rear suspension too, and that's also with one leaf spring and additional dampers with springs. So most of the Pony 4 sold are with e-assist, and then we prefer to advise a mid-drive. And then the gearing is then solved with a gear hub under the frame. So we have then a primary chain and a secondary chain to the rear axle.
Very nice.
The rear axle, because it's a four-wheel bike, you need to solve the different speeds of the wheels. And we solve it by using free wheels in the hubs. So we have specifically made rear hubs in which there are free wheel bearings integrated. And the traction is always on the slowest wheel.
Good. He's got that right now. Good. All right, Stefan. So finally, some of the newest innovations maybe that you guys are working on. What do we have here?
Yeah, so these are innovations for the Pony. So we always people have broad imagination, and we too, and we try to now develop a semi-trailer, and it's quite an intelligent semi-trailer because it has inertia brakes. It's enough to brake the bike, and with the inertia of the trailer, it will all brake the wheels of the trailer. Yeah, this works very well. This has been tested with 200 kilo load, and the bike brakes as fast as without trailer at all. Yeah, the trailer is also suspended, and we are developing now a camper on it and a cargo box. But because a lot of our customers have their own dream, we also offer this part separately. So we can, for instance, offer this unit. This is an aluminium profile in which the suspension is built and the brake plates. And this can also be made on different lengths. So this is a component that is sold. This is the connection between the pony and the semi-trailer, which has the mechanism for the inertia brakes. So these are all parts that we developed, and people, they love to know them, and they start to make their own project and use them.
Right, so like incredible amounts of customization is just possible with all these things. So, and this is just the frame.
In fact, this part, we call it the gooseneck. It's a link between the pony, the bike, and the trailer. Yeah, it's a semi-trailer. So yeah, I cannot show you the complete system because the bike is on the test track now. Almost all bikes are gone now. So.
Which is a good thing. So people are out there trying it and they love it. So, all right. Well, that sounds great, Stefan. Thank you for showing us around the Katanga booth, and always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, yeah, bye.
Folks, we're finishing things up here at Spezi, and I think it's most appropriate that we do a relaxing segment here to finish up. With me here is my friend Frank, and Frank has... is going to tell us about this this small RV that's pulled by a bike. So tell me the story about it, Frank.
Yeah, it's a bike for a bike. It's a trailer for a bike. You can sleep in it, and you don't need a tent. So yeah, it's very convenient, and yeah.
Okay, and we were talking a little bit about the one of the important things with a trailer that you pull with a bike is the weight. Yes. And so tell me about the weight and how you got it down to such a level.
Yes, it's 50 kilos. That's about 100 pounds. And we make it with aluminium. That's, oops, this is, here you can see it. It's aluminium, and it's a styrodur, and I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that's composite.
Yeah. So it's very lightweight.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a 3D print. It's also everything, or most of the parts are printed.
And then plexiglass?
Yes. Yeah. So it's very light.
It's nice. There we are. Go ahead and take over.
Yes. Gary Solomon. Yes, he will take a small nap. And I will lock the door.
This all started when Frank said I could take a nap in there for 20 minutes, which sounded good to me at this point. All right, maybe we can take a little tour inside and see.
That's forbidden.
I want to see all the rooms. So let's take a look inside, Frank. All right, let's put this up here. It opens in the back?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't see it. It's all.
One door.
Okay.
Only.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know. There's that much to say. Tell me about the inside and how it could be. What you could do. Could you put like a little stove? And stuff too?
Yes,
So
you
tell
can.
me what you could
Yes,
do.
you can. You can take a little heater, electric heater. If it's too cold, you can take a little kitchen. So, yeah. But it's mostly for sleeping.
Yeah. But you can customize it as you wish.
Yes, you can.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And so you are in production, or is this like someone orders one at a time?
It's in production. It's 5,500 euros.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can. It's individual. You can have every weight and every length and every width.
So you choose your dimensions.
Yes.
And okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Does it have separate braking, or it's all?
Yeah. You can have it with or without brakes.
Ah, nice. Okay, and if folks want to know more about getting their own, www.faradwanwagen.de. So I will put that link in the description below.
Thank you.
So Frank, thanks for showing us the beautiful trailer that you can sleep in.
Thank you,
I'm going to
Gary.
go take a nap right now, but
Thank
a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. We are here with David with Passion Velomobile and the Alleweder. We talked last year a little bit, David, and there's been a number of changes and developments with what you're doing. First of all, hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
All right, so where do you want to start? Should we talk about the Velomobile first?
Yes. Last time we showed the return of this Velomobile. we just showed the basic one, like the picture here, and I promised some options, some accessories to improve the capacities or the practicality of this bike. And today we are here with these options: hardtop, electric lighting system, electric motor, and some comfort accessories inside. And we are here as the producer of this Velomobile, and yes, we can make some test rides and everything. So we are just here with the promises. Now we can say it.
Yeah. So let's maybe talk about let's start from the beginning for those maybe who haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the features of the Alleweder.
So this is an aluminum Velomobile. It was one of the first Velomobiles in the world that it was for sale before. It's a 30 years old Velomobile, so it's not a new one, but it have very good capacities or specifications, like the weight. It's 29 kilograms empty, and it can be made as a kit that people can build by themselves, and it is twice cheaper than the classic Velomobile, and it is easier to ship everywhere in the world because it is only 3 boxes. So everything is easier, cheaper. That's the good one, and easier to repair, to maintain.
And it's tough, right? I mean, you talk about repair, but
yeah. We can leave it on the parking without any fear of everything. It's not a big problem if something is someone touch it, because it's strong. And that's the Alleweder. It's a smart model, simpler one, and that's the cause of the success we have today.
Excellent. Can we have a look on the inside? Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that. Maybe Trey's going to come handheld here.
So inside, this hardtop is a new accessory, and it is the reason of the success we have, because 80% of the orders we have ask for the new one, the new race top, and it makes all the Velomobile closed, so it gives a good rain protection, and we can lock it and leave it on the parking without fearing that people can go inside. So that's the perfect configuration to use every day. And the inside showed a large opening, so it can fit with almost all kind of people, even heavy people. And yes, that's it. We made it simpler and wide, easy for everyone.
So, drivetrain-wise, you can just do standard cassette, chainring kind of thing, motorized. All the options are available there. How does it typically come configured?
The basic configuration is with a single chainring on front and 9-spin cassette on the rear. But you have lots of options of transmission. The best sales is about the rear wheel motor. So we keep the classic transmission, it is enough. But we also have a pinion gear on front or roll-off wheel on the back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the option, but for sure everyone can adjust it by itself. They can add something, but we just focus on standard options, and that's it.
Sounds good. And how about the steering? What sort of steering does it have?
So we are still with a tire steering. It is the simpler solution to have a direction of this kind of Velomobile. It lets you some possibility of position, and it's easy to try to discover. So that's the best one too. And we have on the steering the electric system to make the lighting, the blinkers, the klaxon, and the gearings.
And one of the other things I've noticed about the Alleweder is the wide the wide cockpit here. So for those with a little bit wider shoulders, is it good? Yeah.
Yes. Even with fat guys, they can fit inside for a short time because they need to pedal. They will be slimmer in the time.
Yeah, a guy like you wouldn't know about this, but you're right.
Yeah. But it's okay for almost all people from 1.60 centimeters, 1.60 meters to 195 meters. So it's quite wide.
Also, in terms of carrying some luggage, cargo of some kind, what do you do about that? Where does it go?
So we have all the back that we can put lots of stuff inside. We have this big space because of the rear wheel is a little wheel. It's a 20 inches wheel, so it lets some space inside. And with the hardtop option, you have some news about it because the rear shell is new, so it lets some volume that you can use to put some stuff. And we are also thinking about some luggage compartments on the front, on each side, like other Velomobiles. But that's things it's easy to be made by people themselves. And about the hardtop, sorry, I just close it. These parts can be removed from this part, and this part can fit inside.
Okay.
That's why we have the second one here. I can show you.
Mm-hmm.
It was not designed for that, but it fits also inside. You put your luggages from the inside and outside here, and you can go into the sun with the hard cover, but with the head out.
Mm-hmm.
And it permits you to have something versatile. You can go on long trip, and you can put the hard top only if the rain is coming.
With the protection when you need it, but if the sun is out, you get a cooler with the opening.
Yeah.
So.
And some people just want the hard cover without these parts, and they put the Velomobile roof on the top, or lots other solutions to have a soft cover or something like that, to be not closed as like this one.
Nice. All right, good. So that's the Alleweder. How about talking about Passion Velomobile? There's a business you've kind of expanded into now. I'm interested to have you tell the folks what it's about.
Yeah, sure. I launched this company just 1 year ago, and the activity is well because I've been there for 15 years, so people know me and suppliers too. So the France is also a big country, so we have lots of work to do to import models, to sell and to maintain the current Velonote.
Right, and it's an old building that you see here, and
because I just arranged an old building that I have just behind my house, but it is already too small for my activity. I'm going to hire a guy, and so it's too small for us. We are looking for a new place, a bigger place, and we are also going to invest more and more in the Velomobile market because it's our specialty.
David, make sure you let the people understand what you do. So it's a bike shop, and so tell us, it's not just this. Tell us what you sell.
Yeah. We are a Velomobile dealer in France. So we import the large brand of Velomobiles from the current factories, and the Alleweder is a next activity, and that we are the producer of this model. So we have two caps, dealer Velomobile and
the Alleweder,
the producing
manufacturer.
Manufacturer, that's the word. Yeah.
And in fact, it's 3 hats because you also make wonderful YouTube videos.
Yes.
Yeah? Because you're a producer of some great videos. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
That's the name of the company, Passion Velomobile. You can check on YouTube, and I made French videos, but you can activate the subtitles in English, so you can also understand it.
That works great. So lots of Velomobile information, how-to videos, yes, how to do various things.
Yeah. Because the market in this country is wide, and when I say a Velomobile, I want that the people can be can make the work by himself.
Yeah.
So I help
educate them to.
Yes, that's lots of pedagogy, and I show them by videos how to do to make the chain maintenance and the front train maintenance, and to understand what can cause a problem inside, and it's permit me to have a wide market.
Absolutely.
But also we are spending lots of time and energy to move all around the country, to be near the people, to deliver, to bring back some models for maintenance or repairs, and to be everywhere in the country. That's also a goal.
And you're on your way to achieving it, I think. So, David, I'm a big fan of what you do. I've known you for a while, and it's very exciting to see you succeed in all of this. So thanks for telling us about all of what you're up to.
Yeah. You're welcome. With pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We're here taking a look at the Prax machine here with Jean-Baptiste. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Good, thank you. It's nice to meet you. So I was hoping that you could tell the folks a little bit about what this is. A prototype? Yeah, what do we got?
Yeah, it's a prototype. It's a kind of a pickup truck with pedal. But the idea is to have something that you can work with, put either some body or a tool, material, some woods, your chainsaw, whatever. And that's why it's designed to be all-road with big suspension and very smooth and comfortable. So you can go in either in pass or on road.
Oh, okay, very good. Maybe we can have a little look at the various features you can tell us about, the steering mechanism and the chain line and such. Can you do that for us?
Okay, so we have it's still a bike. We still have pedals. It goes first from to a gearbox. So you got an enclosed gearbox like Enviolo, or it can be a 3x3 or whatever, or roll-off. Then the chain goes outside and drives only the left wheel.
Okay.
It's a one-wheel drive, muscular power, human power. Then you got two hub motors on this that help you to. And because it's heavy duty and it's quite heavy, it's 130 kilo.
Okay.
So you have to get powers to climb hill.
Right.
So we have two hub motors, 1,200 watts each.
Okay.
But on this version, this version is not final.
Sure.
It's just a prototype. We have made a new one that's not finished, but the new version will have this motor. So on this one here, you still have the pedal mechanism, the gearbox. You go down here with the chain and the one-wheel drive, human power. But we have two central motors that will give much more torque, and we have to go very further and faster on the hill.
Good. Okay. Wow. Can you give us a projection as to the timeline of this? When do you anticipate this type of process?
To be road legal in this year, because it will go to 45 kilometers and 4,000 watts. So it's not a bike. It's more like a quad bike. So I have to go to the official registration to get a title and to be road legal.
Sure.
So okay, and it's kind of tricky in Europe, and it's not like you make hot rod in the US, but you can drive with big car. But here, there is rules that are very strict.
It's very strict, and they have limits to power, and then if you exceed that, you have to have lights and a lock and all this. Yeah.
Yes, so you have to get license plate.
Yeah.
I have to get a title for that, and insurance, helmet. But then after that, we can go anywhere and be legal. So it takes time, but we are close. We get getting closer.
It's very exciting and very interesting. It's going to be powerful. Going to be able to haul a lot of things, or a couple of people.
If you stay at the bike level, it's 25 kilometers and 250 watts. And with that kind of vehicle, it makes no sense.
Right.
No, it's not to be. So this is it's a basic frame, and it's make two big beam of aluminium. And then everything is bolt on. You got motorcycle swing arm.
Oh yeah.
And heavy duty wheels, like from motorcycles. Front same. So it's very rough to be able to work on easy, and they work. You can work every day with it.
Sure, yeah.
Sorry,
easy to access everything to maintain.
And still standard parts. The gearbox is from bike. Gearbox, and everything is the seats that come from the GoLo, the Flavor Bike, because they are very nice seats, and everything is almost standard, so you can make it last.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. So, Jean-Baptiste, nice to meet you, and we wish you good fortune. Bonne chance.
Merci.
All right, guys, we're here with an old friend, Kira from Radical Design. Kira, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome back again.
Thank you. So nice to see you again. So, a lot of new, innovative stuff here at the booth, and we're going to talk about a few of them, but we're going to start out with something that's right over our heads. What do we got?
Yeah, the past 2.5 years we've been working on our dog trailer. Already from the start, from the moment we took over Radical Design from Hubert and Catherine, we thought we should make a dog trailer in the Radical way. So finally, I think last summer, we produced the first 12 items. One of them is up there. And it's built on the same frame as our cyclone tracking trailer. So in case you have this trailer already, you can take away the bag and put on the dog trailer. You can also buy just the module. Okay. So that makes that people who already know our brand or who have already the trailer don't have to buy the whole dog trailer. And it folds away as a little package. So also when you have a Dutch normal small car, not the American big truck, you easily can pack it in the back of your car and go anywhere and start biking there. So yeah, it's we think it's quite radical design.
As in your name would indicate.
Yes, and we love it. We now almost sold the first 12, and we're planning to have them back in stock somewhere this summer, end of this summer, and then in a larger number. So this was the first trial, but it works out good, and for now the people are happy.
Very nice. And so for a small to medium-sized dog, yeah?
Yeah, we say about 17 kilos because the cyclone tracking trailer is quite small, and it has a height of, I think, maximum 70 centimeters. I don't know in inches, but just small, medium dogs. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Kira, so some bags. This is what you're really known for. Tell us about what you have here.
Yeah, already our bags are like about 30 years, almost the same, and we thought it's really time to go to a new way, also because of all new fabrics there exist and the new production options we have. So one of the things we are doing is we're combining the two bananas into a backpack, so you can have it either as the two banana panniers or you can wear it as a backpack. As you see, we also have a totally different fabric, which we're not sure about yet, but the models are all fine. We also changed our solo racer. We always had two types, the wide and the small, but for now it's possible to have just one bag for all different bikes. Plus, we also are working on a bag for for the rack bag.
Yeah, let's take a look at the bag more closely and the system, all right?
So we always had the rack bag, and it was connected to the rack with straps, but now we integrated the click system, and some bikes already have this integrated in their rack. In case you don't have it integrated, you can buy the adapter, and then with just a simple click, it clicks on, and you cannot take it off. So you have these keys. So when you don't have the key, you cannot take the bag.
So this is the security of
It's the security. Yeah.
Very nice.
It looks quite simple, but it works.
Show it to the camera there, yeah.
I'm not sure if you have these things. I'm sure.
Maybe, I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, okay. All right, Kira, so we have the dog trailer now here with us. So you're going to show us a little bit of how it can be compacted and what else can it do? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the dog trailer. I will take out the dog.
First thing, remove the dog.
Yeah. As you can see, it's totally the same like the Cyclone trekking. People will recognize the hitch and everything. So what you do is the hood can be taken off. It has two zippers. So this is just the frame and the top. And when you don't use it, it just fits exactly in here. And that's everything. So we're also working on a top for the down part. I forgot the name, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But because we already got requests from people who want to use it as a trailer, a normal trailer, and as a dog trailer. So when you go on a holiday, you just zip this one on. And when you go as a dog trailer, you just put this one on. That's it.
Yeah.
It's easy as that.
Yeah, you can use it for multiple purposes. That's really great.
Yeah, so we have it now in 3 colors, but as I said, we already finished the first 12. It was a bit quiet in the past month, but now people find us and they find the trailer, and the first reviews are very good. So we're now waiting for new stock, and I hope to have it in summer. Maybe end of summer, depends on traffic. We'll see.
Okay, good. And now we're here with Romain, who works at Radical Design as what? What do you do there?
I'm there the designer, but I also like to say the product developer, because I not design every product. Sometimes companies come and then I make what the designer are drawing, I make it possible. So I also develop what they have in mind.
Okay, good. Now, Radical Design is world renowned for the quality of the bags. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into that? Why is the quality so good? What do you do to make it so good?
But first of all, the choice of the fabric, of course, is very important, but also all the assembly and also the know-how of the people who are sewing it is very important. So that when it's a little complex, they still are able to make it and also have an eye for every finishing and every mistakes we can sometimes do, but always we have several check to deliver good quality.
Yeah, so the attention to quality control is important.
Yes, it's integrated into the process. Yes.
Nice. All right, man, we need to look at some of the highlights of the bags you want to talk about. What are we going to talk about here? Show us.
Yeah, so the new bags I developed based on the bag we already have, talking about volume, shape a bit, but the construction is now different, and some of the features are also different. So, for instance, this is the Solo Aero bag, the new version. So the opening is different now, and also now I don't integrated the bottle holders sewed into the bag as on the old one, but now we integrated some loops so people can choose if they want a bottle holder with it or not. Mm-hmm. So the same on the rack bag, same system, and on the rack bag we also integrated the new click systems from different brands, but they all use the same position for bolts. So we are able to use
the attachment system.
The attachment to the rack.
Right. Yeah. Kira showed us that.
The bananas, same. It's based on the current one, but also redesigned. And also we integrated an idea we had to connect them together with a separable zipper to end up with in a backpack. So you just have to click to use the same loops and click some shoulder straps, and you can carry them on your back.
Okay.
Maybe some more visible change. The fabric we also tried now with Challenge outdoor fabric, which are very durable fabric with some nice pattern on it, and it's also backed with a ripstop in it. And on this one, we also integrated foam, which was only integrated on the back of the bananas back then, and now more overall in the shape.
Okay, and I think Kira said that these will be available this summer, perhaps, yes?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Now we are very busy with the production, but so it's planned, but not we cannot give any guarantee yet. But we hope we can produce it as soon as possible.
Very good. All right, Kira, so we have a folded Brompton here with a very unusual bag. Is there a story with this?
Yes, this is the bag designed by Vincent van Eerde Metaal, and he redesigns Bromptons. So he makes all kind of metal stuff. This is a Brompton G-line with some modifications. The bag is made by us, so we make it in our workshop in the Netherlands. It's made of wax cotton, so it's very, very durable, and it can have a heavy load. And you have all these kind of pockets. And I told Vincent, we're going to the Spezi, send me your bike. We bring the bags and we just show it here because we really love this kind of very non-radical item, you know? It's
Right.
not something which is in line with our own products, but it's very durable. It's very
Water resistant, yeah.
very water resistant, yeah. And we just love the color setup he made. So for now, already a lot of people had a look at it and they like it.
Very
so
nice.
You can check on his website.
Another unusual and creative product that you came up with. It's very nice. Kira, I thank you so much for showing us around the Radical booth, all the interesting bags and the trailer, all that stuff. It's our pleasure, and thank you so much for sponsoring the Laidback Bike Report again at Spezi here. So we appreciate that.
See you
Always
next
nice to
time.
see you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, here we are with Specbike and my pal Vladimir. How are you, Vladimir?
How are you?
Very nice to see you. And before we get started, I wanted to make sure to thank you for being a sponsor of the Laidback Bike Report here at Spezi. Yeah, it's very kind of you to do that. We appreciate your support. So let's talk about the products that you brought here and some of the interesting things that you have worked on over the years. Why don't we start here with this fat trike? What is it about?
Yes, it's a fat trike with full suspension. This model can be with hub motor or rear wheel motor, or it's possible that this bike will be without motor, only with pedal. This bike you have fat wheels, and in this case you can drive in some soft ground. Have full suspensions. It means you drive very comfortable. You don't feel any bump on road, and wheel are enough wide. In this case, you can drive uphill in some soft ground. What else? It's have.
Tell us about the suspension. You have spring suspension, front and rear?
Yes, all three wheels have independent suspensions. We can install spring shock absorber or air shock absorber. It depends from customers' needs. Suspension is made very strong, and from another case, it's very simple. Customers can replace some parts after some times by self. He don't need some special tools, don't need some special part. We use some standard bearing and suspensions.
Right, standard components so that they can do it themselves, yeah?
Yes.
Let's step over then and tell us about the next Trike then, Vlad.
It's in base the same frame, the same suspensions, but it's installed standard wheels. Again, it's possible put on front hub motor or motor and rear wheels or without motor. In this model, we install it in front Shimano motor, and in rear wheel we install gear hub with automatic gear shifted. It's help for women because you don't need thinking in which moment what gears you need. Everything is done by electronic.
Automatic shifting.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's have folding frame or not folding frame. It's again possible.
Okay.
What else? No, it's possible Shimano motor or I don't know, Bafang or any kind. Normally, okay, we offer Shimano, but we have a lot of customers. I don't remember, some tens. Variables, electronic components. I don't remember all of them names, but we install everything what customers need. Any motor.
Whatever they want, they can be customized then.
Yes.
And how about this beautiful red Trike?
Red Trike is again the same full suspension tricycle, but this model don't have any electrical assistant. It's a standard model with 3 gears in front or what customers need and some 9 gears in rear wheels. Again, we can install 10, 9, what customers need, how many gears. And it's simple design and simple components, and probably it's the cheapest version, it's HASE model.
Okay. And now over here, Vladimir, you have a very small Trike. What is this?
This is a Trike for children without suspension, very simple, but from other side it's quite fast because we use the same components, hub for wheels and all gear shifting like a normal big tricycle. In this case, this tricycle it's very fast and moving very for children with a little energy.
Yeah, it's sporty for the kid, just kind of sporty.
Yes, and this tricycle have big range of adjustment. It means what your children can, I don't know, 10 years riding with same model. It's because it's possible adjusting very long distance for pedal and for seat and for steering.
Okay, and finally the green model here. What is this about?
It's a tricycle but without suspension, just frame, very simple. And again, we can install in front gears what customer need and in rear wheel gears what customer need. In this model, we have in rear wheel 3 gears hub and cassette gear shifting. This component. Disc brake we have like a standard on all tricycle, on children tricycle, fat tricycle. Hydraulic or mechanical brakes, it depends on customers' needs. We can install or other mechanical or hydraulic.
Is this maybe your lowest cost regular Trike?
Yes.
Yeah, and they'll be able to check prices on the website, right?
Yes,
for any current pricing?
Yes, all price customers can find in us website.
And tell me the website. What's the name of the website?
Specbike.com.
Yeah, we'll have that in the description, so they'll be able just to click on it, okay? All right, so Vladimir, we have an interesting concept here. Tell me a little bit about what you're working on here.
We are a small company, and in this case, for us, it's very simple. Produce some not standard components. We have some customers which need some parts. He like build a trailer and ask for us, can we produce something with suspension? We say, okay, yes, we can. And we produce one for customers and one for us. Like we can show people what we can produce, probably everything what is come together with bicycles. And this is parts for trailer.
For a trailer?
Yes.
And it's got the suspension on either side, so you have a little give and take as the trailer is bouncing around, yeah?
Yes, it's for trailer, and both wheels have independent suspension.
Yeah. So it'll work either side. It's going to be able to rotate.
Yes, customer just say, I need something for trailer with suspensions. We offer these solutions. Okay.
Right. Very interesting. And Vladimir, what do we got going on here? This is interesting. A little block, a box with an on-off switch. What is it?
Yes. Again, we have some customers with not standard needs. He asked some he asked, can we produce some wireless brakes? We thinking a little bit, oh, okay, we can. Again, we can produce something not standard. And here is wheels and brake which you can stop.
Where did that come from? You did it from your head.
Of course.
Not only wireless, it's connected to his brain. That's good.
Stop and then stop.
Right. So you have a wireless. He's doing it.
Yes.
He's pulling a fast one on me, folks. So where's the can you show me the? Yeah. Come over here. Hello.
Hello.
So you have a controller.
Yeah.
Got him?
Special for this system.
You have worked on this, yeah? What's your name?
Alexander.
Alexander, yes, we've corresponded.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alexander, show me the control. How do you?
This is a model. This is not prototype. Yes.
Okay.
This is first model for distance on controls for brakes for bikes. While children go, and you. Parents, you stop at children, go hops in. He not driving.
Right.
Yeah.
So, are we going to see the controller? You don't want to show?
This is no. Now we not show this. Yeah.
That's fine. But so it's still under wraps.
But next year.
Next year.
This was bikes.
Okay.
For this system.
It's in your pocket.
Yeah.
But you don't want to show. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's show the folks one more time, just so that they know. You can put your hand in your pocket, but they won't see it. Ready? All right. So we see it spinning, and Alexander says, stop. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Fellas, thank you so much. It's been great. Thank you, Alexander and Vladimir. We appreciate it. Thanks. Okay. We're here with my pal, Teo. It's great to see you, Teo.
Thank you.
So very exciting news coming out of Velomobile.nl these days, and it's something that's right in front of us. Tell us what's up.
Well, the long-awaited Quest 3 is finally here. We've been working on it for many years and also paused the project for a few times, but now it's time to have it, and here is the model.
Here it is. Well, why don't you tell us about the features and the changes from the past Quest?
Well, our idea was that we split up the old Quest in two models. The Snook L is basically the fast version of the new Quest, so all about aerodynamics. And the Quest 3 is much more about practical things. It will have a big entrance. It will have perfect lighting, high headlights. It will have a cover that you can take out the front wheels. Better rear lights, things like that.
Okay, and so still what we have here is like a prototype type thing here. So when do you think the Quest 3 will be available?
We want to have the first one riding this autumn, and probably will join the famous oliebollentocht in Holland at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little donuts and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. There will be mostly there will be like 150 Velomobile riders joining this tour. So that's really one of the biggest Velomobile tours in the world.
That's great. And what else? The Strada as well is going to be updated. Yeah. What's that about?
Well, this bike can be turned also into a Strada because we have the wheel covers that we can take off. And if we then move the front wheels to the outside, so you get a 10 centimeter wider track, and we add an extra edge as a mudguard, then we have a Strada 3 also. So this bike is basically 2 models.
So then the timeline for that would be the same. You were looking for it in the fall.
Exactly.
Very nice. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the design changes that we see here compared to the previous one?
Oh, there's much more design in this model, and also we made the little wings on the back so we can have the blinkers more spaced out. Yeah, we will have this is also a new feature that the cover. Yeah, how do I explain it? The cover opens so you can put luggage also in the rear head fairing.
Good. Okay. Well, that's very exciting news. So we're excited to see the Quest 3 when it pops out. We'll maybe talk next year. You'll have it here, and we'll be able to test it out.
Surely next year we'll have riding models here, and probably even on the test track.
Yeah. Sounds great. So, all right, we're going to say goodbye, I guess, then, Theo. But yeah, an exciting anniversary coming up.
Yeah, on June 14th, we'll have a big party in Dronten for the 25-year anniversary, and yeah, with festivities.
Well, are we invited?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. See now,
free lunch and dinner.
Well, see now, that's probably worth a trip overseas. I think at least. Wait, what's for dinner?
We have to figure it out yet.
Okay. Well, he'll send me the menu. Okay. So, Dale, so great to see you, pal. Good luck with all.
Thanks.
Well, guys, here we are at Velomobile World with my pal Jan. Jan, how are you?
Pretty good. Thanks.
Good.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say something else about.
Well, you asked me how I was doing, so I'm great.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Well, Jan, lots of action here at the Velomobile World booth. You have all kinds of new stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Shall we start right here?
Yes. Well, this is the bulk distance. We shipped already one to USA, so you guys might have seen it already. So what did we do on this one? Yeah, we improved the tail of the Velomobile. This tail is developed by an aerodynamic professor and called Halter. The tail will be improving about 5% in speed in the aerodynamics. There were multiple requests from clients like, hey, I would love to have a little bit of bigger opening here in front. In order can I reach my luggage space. I would like to reach it if I have to adjust my front derailleur or just clean it up. So that improvement we did, we made the front hatch a bit bigger. So we had the tail, the front hatch, and the big thing is here on the wheel. Yeah, so we have here the wheel cover which can be taken off and on. The big benefits is, of course, if you want to do something on your front suspension, you can reach it very easily. So we did all kind of things to improve the speed, improve the comfortable to work on your Velomobile. Because, yeah, often a Velomobile, especially in the USA, is very far off a dealer. So it's not like here in Europe, you just bring your bike there and you have, okay, maybe 100 kilometers or 60 miles.
Right. Jan, so these hatches, these access panels, they're Velcro attached, yes?
Yeah, these ones are with Velcro. These ones have two
clips,
pins for adjusting. And yeah, mainly Velcro.
This Velomobile is going to go the distance. Is this what you're saying?
Well, that's the distance. It's called the distance indeed. So we have now the urban for the more city roads, the distance for the longer distance. And we have also worked on special bike.
Shall we take a look at that?
Yeah, we're gonna do that one.
Let's go. Okay, so Jan, pretty sleek looking. This is your hot new item. What do you got here?
Well, it's actually an ecocentric project.
Right.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah, tell us the story. What's the backstory here?
Well, the backstory is that 2 weeks ago, because I know to reach every detail of the bike, so I don't need all the hatches, which is really practical for many people. But because I have all this experience, I can reach also with some yoga exercises.
Yes.
So I said I want to have the sleekest front end. I want the rear end from the bulk distance because I really like the aerodynamic improvements. So we just we made the front end and the back end, we chopped them in two and then we unite them.
With the goal, of course, of making this as light as possible, yes?
Yes, well right now it's 21 kilo. This was my first try and I have some ideas in the meantime to come below 20 kilo and to be stiff and below 20 kilo. And I hope in end of this year that I might have finished my first prototype series.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell it, but maybe for some people who really love the race and is only for racing, because this is not a practical Velomobile.
It's custom fit, right? So it's not much in terms of adjustability, yeah?
No, there's custom fit seats, custom fit cranks.
Right.
And also if you sell it, you need to probably cut parts out and remake. So this is a not practical Velomobile for me. And if there's people who are approximately my size, then for them as well, if they want to.
Jan, have you been out pedaling this?
Yes.
So tell me, what's it like?
When I came back and I said it went as the lightning.
Yeah.
We finished it on Wednesday, and today it's Sunday, and I had to leave on Thursday. So I did only like a hour test drive, but I was very impressed. And that's why I want to continue this project. The benefits of this project is that I create a Velomobile which is perfectly for me. And if I make, like, say, a couple of bikes a year, I don't want to make more than 5 a year of this. So this will be not a series. Right. But from this, I put my own hands in. I'm allowed to test things and see where are the limits.
Yeah.
Because if something breaks, well, it's only 5 bikes a year.
Right.
I don't need to do a recall.
Right.
And I also tell the people I sell them, like, look, it's on the edge or a bit over the edge. Who knows?
Right. So slightly more than a personal project, something that you are working on, but there's going to be some folks out there who would like to go really fast and are going to be talking to you about this. So that's awesome.
I really kind of limit it on a couple of bikes a year.
Right.
Just for me to learn where are the limits in order we can implement a couple of things in the series production. In order the series production we get stiffer and lighter.
Right.
So this is for me a learning project.
Right.
And if people buys them off for me, then it's good because I don't need to finance it totally.
So what you learned from developing this and pushing the limits, some of this technology may find its way into the urban and the distance. And such.
Yes, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Well, this is the same with racing. The Formula One, rally racing. They learn stuff because there you're allowed to try.
Play around.
And also that fun part of playing around, I really miss. Because in the first days it was kind of playing around. And I missed it a bit, so I searched for a solution to play around again.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Jan, thank you so much for taking the Laidback Bike Report through the booth here and showing us the latest at Velomobile World.
Mm-hmm.
Always interesting to see what you're working on, and you're always working on interesting stuff. So thanks a lot, pal.
Yeah. Well, it's also fun to have a chit-chat again with you, so...
Always.
Come over for a beer.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
See you. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, back at Spezi for the 2025 edition. And we wanted to take a moment to thank 3 very special sponsors who are actually not exhibiting here at Spezi, but still thought it was important enough to support the Laidback Bike Report, and we really appreciate it. Well, who are those guys? Well, let's start with Dana Lieberman at Baketta. Dana, thanks a lot for helping us out.
Thanks, Dana.
And our buddy Mel, who's Mel with?
Let's see, who is that? Recumbent PDX.
Recumbent PDX in Portland. And finally, Rakesh. We really appreciate it, Rakesh, for supporting us again. That's Falco E Motors. Falco E Motors. Guys, thanks so much for helping us out at the Laidback Bike Report here at Spezi 2025.
Good job.
Well, folks, that is a wrap for Spezi 2025. We've had a wonderful time, great interviews. Can't wait to show you what we have recorded. But none of that would have been possible without my amazing crew right here. Let me let you find out who they are.
Trey.
Lisa.
Jim. And I'm Gary Solomon, the host of the Laidback Bike Report. Thanking you for watching, and we hope to see you next time. So guys, Spezi 2025, it's in the books. Hats off. Woo-hoo! Oh yeah, here we go. Woo!
but the gecko is very, very handy. I mean, it's really like the little animals on the walls. They're
the real geckos. Yeah, I see.
Real geckos. They are agile. They're good friends. They're eating bugs.
Yeah, they sell insurance. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right, that's an American insurance.
Okay. They sell it. Okay. They don't sell used cars. They sell insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
Yes. Many recombinant riders. It's like a family meeting, while still attracting
animals.
Animals as well. Yes, we heard the dog barking.
Right. Das Hund.
Hund. Der Hund.
Der Hund.
Yes. Der Hund.
I'll be cutting that out because that was stupid. All right. You can
let's move there.
All right, that's fine. Whatever.
Are we now okay there?
Is this what you want? All right.
Yeah. Maybe like this.
Yeah. No, I'll keep mine. I have to keep mine on.
So we improved the rear. We improved the rear tail.
Did you tell me to come early in the morning when you'd be fresh?
That's what I said. Yes.
All right.
And I'm still not fresh.
So I understand there's been some improvements to the rear of the book, yes?
Yeah, the rear tail. Now I got the word. Yeah. Well, we were planning to make yesterday an interview, and my English was great.
It was just tired. It was a tired English.
Very tired English. So, yeah.
This here and that. Oh, his eyes are googly. You're about to pass Gary from the Laidback Bike Report. Matt Garrett!
Let's go.
You didn't go. I thought you were going to go. Excellent. Whee! You don't have to go into too much detail, but
okay, so maybe
yeah, you tell.